Good morning. It is still technically morning. You got 30 minutes before we have afternoon here where I live in Arizona. However, if you are living somewhere else and it is afternoon, good afternoon. And if you're living somewhere else and it is evening, good evening. Yuri, how you doing? Crap, open. Ooh. Uh, Honestly, so Denia's story was good to an extent, but left me unsatisfied. Um, I feel like there's a whole lot more that could have been done with that, and the way it ended just kind of makes me think it was an intro into something more. So I'm assuming that at some point Denia is going to come back somehow, or we're going to find a way to bring her back, or something's going to happen, because like there's no way you can just end it the way they did. You mean in the Discord chat? Of course I did. Oh, they totally started doing that. Yep, nope, I saw that. I'm a little jealous. I want that car. No, they're definitely reaching a point where they're cliffhangering you with character fates to go, if you want to find out more, wait until the next update. Tune in next time on Dragon Ball Z. So Hiyuki is, I'm sure her story's definitely not finished because of that whole Honami thing that, you know, Nivora, the Grand Architect, mentioned. And I think like Honami vanished or something. So there's definitely more to that. Denia feels kind of the same way. At the same time, I do feel like it was a little more unsatisfying. Like with Hiyuki and Imeth, um, we had a lot more emotional satisfaction even in the beginning. Whereas with Denia, I didn't have quite the same satisfaction that I got. So I wish they had done a much stronger build up for her character. But that's just me. So wait, you get the Marin Kitagawa Centario for free if you had played Forza Horizon 3? They had a Marin Kitagawa Centario. What? Senatario. How do you pronounce that? Like the thing that we are afraid of. Yeah. Well, and I'm still like I think she's what? She like sealed herself within the void or something? Denia? Like I don't know. It's a little confusing, but I'm gonna assume that somehow or other she's gonna come back when we reach the new Federation. Is my theory. You see my cat down here? Hey you. He brought his toy. Oh, hang on. Hey. I threw it. I don't know if he's gonna get it, but I threw it. Oh, you would have gotten the car design. Okay. So how much does it cost to get that? Nike, where's your toy? Okay, you did bring your toy. He's right here. Oh no, it totally is. We will see again. Like you don't introduce a character. I mean, I say you don't introduce a character and then never have her show up again. But there have been a few occasions where they just sort of had like a minor role. I do think she will show up at some point. I don't know how big her role is going to be though. Let me get your toy. Oh, Have that with my feetsies. Oh. All right. Thank you. $1.7, and I'm assuming that's in-game currency. Lord Almighty, if that was real currency. I'm assuming that's stuff that you can get in the game, and you don't have to like buy in-game currency, or do you? That's true. I do think there's a general consensus that if a character becomes like a player character and they don't have a role in the game, um, it definitely tarnishes the character and makes us less interested. Overall, like if I found out that a studio did this and the character that I really liked and spent money on. Sorry, my cat's right down here. I don't know what he's doing. But like the character that I liked and spent money on became like completely unimportant and irrelevant and never showed up again. I would probably not spend any money on that studio because they not only wasted my money and my time, but they hyped up this character that now no longer has any role to play. Thank you. Hmm. Yeah, that was wrong. It's been a long time since I've logged into this. There we go. It kind of is nostalgic. This was the first gotcha game I ever played in my entire life. Or, play a video game that's not a gotcha. I don't know about everybody else, but I'm not super fond of tragic endings. Play a game where I can get emotionally invested in the characters, but not spend like thousands of dollars trying to get those characters. I will say though, Nikke has killed off several of their characters, so several of their playable characters, I mean. So it's not like it's never been done. I think. Right. I don't mind. So, and I don't mind stories that have tragedies happening in them, but I don't want the ending itself to be a tragedy. I think that's one of the reasons I didn't particularly like, Attack on Titan's ending. Now, I didn't wind up watching Attack on Titan after, I think it was on like season 3 or 4 when I got spoiled for the ending and, Misaka or Mikasa, whatever her name is, she kills Eren. I'm like, oh, well, I no longer feel any desire to continue this series. So, I know I didn't get to the part where he becomes a villain. But, like, I don't care for stories like that. Like, and at that point in that particular series, I don't think it could have ended any other way than tragedy because of how much fucked up shit went down. But at the same time, it's one of those things where if that's how it's going to be, I don't really want to deal with it. Okay, Daiki. Daiki, you coming up? Dianime, you're always complaining about me playing something. It doesn't matter what I play, you're gonna bitch and moan. No, I'm not actually a huge Blue Archive fan. Like, I don't mind it. And I've read some of the doujinshi for it. But I don't particularly want to add any more gacha to my gameplay. I'm good. What's in here? You would read every doujinshi of any series that you never played? It's actually funny because Blue Archive is probably the one series that I know only because of the massive amount of doujinshi hentai that I have read for it.
Traveler, Paimon. It's been a while. As it happens, there is a letter here for you. One moment. Here.
A letter? From who? Dear Diary, I'm Kale. I work as a trainee forest ranger under my master, Tainari. I'm also studying at the academia.
Well, that is one of the things,
Better at reading lately.
I'm really big on art when it comes to my hentai. If the art is not peak, I don't care about it. And if the art is peak, I don't care what it's about. I'll read it.
That said, what should I write about? Things are pretty quiet in Sumeria these days. Life is good.
Thank you.
Every day is a fulfilling and happy one. When I think back to the days when I suffered from Elazar, or way back to when I was injected with God remains, I am in a much better place now. I hope it stays that way forever. I'll leave it there for now. Master said he'll take me shopping in Sumeru City today, which is great, because I've been meaning to visit the toy seller at the Grand Bazaar for a while now.
Kale, time to go.
I have a few as well. Asanagi does peak hentai. Not an NTR fan, though, unfortunately.
What's wrong, Kale? Is there something on my face?
New guy. The fuck is this?
No, sorry. I didn't mean to stare. Did Master Tainari send you to pick me up?
Master Tainari?
I don't like any variation of NTR, so...
Tainari is the General Mahamatra. He's probably busy arresting criminals in Sumeru City. I mean, If that's what floats your boat, I can introduce you, but...
Wait, Master Tainari is the General Mahamatra? But what about Mr. Sino?
Sorry? Oh, you mean that guy who just joined the Vahumana Darshan? Rumor has it he's the leader of the Temple of Silence. If that's true, it's pretty impressive. Sounds like you've been getting to know more and more people since you joined the academia. That's great, but don't let your forest ranger duties fall by the wayside, okay?
What's going on? Sethos is acting like he's my master, and Master Tainari has taken over Mr. Sino's job. Is this some kind of prank?
See, that's something I don't like. I don't like any form of NTR, so regardless of what it is, I won't read it. At the same time, I'm not gonna go onto social media and bitch about NTR. Like, I have so many better things to do with my time than complain about something that I'm not even gonna read. And the people who go into a story reading, especially hentai, because, you know, any site that has hentai, they have tags. You know exactly what you are getting into when you read a doujinshi. Like, they tag the shit out of that, so you know. So if you go into this thing knowing it's gonna have this thing you hate, and then you complain about it, that's stupid. That's like going into a sushi restaurant and complaining that they don't have spaghetti.
If so, it's a weird choice of prank. But anyway, Sethos doesn't look like he's joking. What is this all about?
He looks kind of familiar.
Hey, you're zoning out again. I'm gonna buy some tools for the Rangers. Why don't you stretch your legs a bit? It's been a while since you last visited the city, right?
Wait!
Hmm.
He's right. It has been a while since I last visited Sumeru City. Was it always like this? I mean, it feels familiar, yet somehow... something seems different.
Give me just a sec, you guys. We're gonna adjust this just a bit. There. See if maybe I can entice my cat in here.
Really, Sumeru City?
Yeah, we probably should be a little careful about that. When the icon appears in your quest tracker, it indicates that your progress has been saved, and exiting story mode will not set your progress back. Okay, fine, lovely. Let's go! What are we doing? Where the flowers awaken. Explore Sumeru City.
Hey, did you see who just walked by? I think she's that famous merc. Would you like some fruit?
It's a famous merc.
It takes courage to maintain a peaceful life, too.
I heard that Sage disappears with...
Lord Kabe Bay, did you get a chance to review this month's accounts? Any feedback?
Daiki, are you looking so cute?
You mean the version you sent over a few days ago? Yeah, I took a look when I received it.
Oh, my precious. There we go. We grabbed him. We grabbed him. Yeah. He is in. Okay. You only see his tail, though. His little booty. So, and we are, I think we're going to have to move this because there's no way you can see him from over there. One of these days, I'm going to find some way to, like, get both of us in here really good. Because I feel like you can't really see us both all that well with this camera. I think it's because of the angles.
I was thinking that maybe our profit margin is a little excessive. I visited some of our commercial partners last month. Their earnings are very slim.
Are you suggesting that we give up some of our profits for them?
Well, since we have more than we need, yes. Making money for its own sake is pointless. Don't worry.
You can't see it, but I've got all of his toys here too.
We can adjust the rates starting from next month. Also, about that designer you hired, I've had to revise his proposal 3 times now, but he just doesn't seem to... Let's cut our losses. Pay him his fee and send him on his way. I'd like you to get Layla on this instead. She was Cyrus's student, and she designed the Palace of Alcazarzare. Seems like a much safer choice. Hmm? Who's sneaking around over there?
Mr. Kave?
Do you recognize this person, sir?
Yes, it's all right. We've met. This is Kale, Sethos' trainee.
Sup,
The
Austin?
last time I went for drinks with him.
No, I'm not gonna just quit Genshin.
The city, Kale. Is your master here too?
No, this is all wrong. Why is Mr. Kave saying
There
that
you go.
too? Tainari is my master, not Sethos. This can't be real. I have to ask someone else. There's gotta be someone else out
We
there.
have I saw the thing on the tube of Yube, but I haven't watched the full one yet.
Into her today.
All right, so
It's like everyone switched places. I guess I'll keep looking around.
you would have to give me complete financial security.
Would you like students are under so much
Lots of visitors today, I see.
Well,
Welcome all.
that's
Been a while.
my
Hey,
that's how much it's gonna cost you.
The guy who sells face powder on Treasure Street? I haven't seen him around in a while. Any idea what happened to him?
Oh, you mean a Hongar? Yeah, he got into a brawl with Shavir.
You know-
Treasure Street.
You know why I play this
Set up
game.
Shop there for now.
Seriously?
It's been too late for a long time, Dianime.
I was planning to pick out some makeup for you.
The moment I hopped on the gotcha train, I was already done for. It was a warida.
Oh, don't worry about it.
Mid is just a buzzword that losers use to say I don't like this thing, therefore it's mid.
The legendary Flame Mane discussing makeup with the Zubair Theater star dancer. Now there's something you don't see every day.
Flaming? You know, I'm not actually sure when people started calling me that.
Did they
Maybe
change
I
her
needed
voice
a
actor?
closer title to scare people off? To be completely honest, I think the title would fit you better than me, Dia.
That does not sound like her voice.
Can't say I've never imagined myself as a merc. If I ever give up the dancing, maybe I'll head to the desert and give the eremite life a try.
Doing the tough love. I don't need tough
So
love.
strange.
Speaking of Wistoria, I still have to watch the latest episode.
In fact, I've actually had similar thoughts before. If I ever get tired of
Also,
sitting around a while,
Elfia's best
I
girl.
think I might go look for a job at the Zubair Theater. I've adored the dance of Sub-Zeros ever since the first time I saw you perform it. If the chance ever came up, I'd love to try it out on stage for myself.
Really? If our manager Sataria heard you say that, she'd hold you to it. Probably grab you by the sleeve and never let you go again. Hey, when that day comes, I'll do your makeup myself. How's that sound?
Sure. If the day comes, I'd be honored.
Well, I really only play it. I only play it for the story these days.
Never known. Suddenly, it's all a jumbled mess.
And because of the nostalgia.
Right. Them or me. Oh, my head feels so heavy. I can't think straight.
Mahamatra Tainari, we've apprehended the suspect.
They say that the fool is prone to blind faith, but the wise man is not immune to it either. Siraj, do you have anything to say in your defense?
Tainari, you were the one who turned the sages against me. Just a few words of
Y'all
caution from you
spending
caused
money
me to
on
destroy my
NT.
research. And now you're trying to stop me again? You should know that mechanical life is the future. We must cast aside our useless flesh and...
That's enough. I'm not in the mood to listen to your lunacy. Anyone could tell you how amateur your work is. Karina, Ilias, put him somewhere safely out of the way.
At this point, I don't think I'm gonna spend any money on gacha games anymore, ever. Just because of how much has been going down.
Master?
Like, you know, with Snowbreak especially. Like, I would have spent money if they still had the interaction scenes, but I don't think they're gonna be doing any of that.
To take on an apprentice. Might be getting a bit ahead of herself there, though.
No, Master! It's me! Kale! Listen to me. Something really weird is going on in Sumeru City. It's like everyone's identities have switched around. You're not the General Mahamatra. You're a Forest Watcher. Just yesterday, we agreed to come to Sumeru City today to go shopping together and...
All right, there's no rush. Let's back up a little. Your name is Kale, correct? Although this is our first meeting, you do seem strange.
What do you mean, too bad NT is a girl? If NTE was a girl, we would be happy. Eat those tacos. We like tacos instead of hot dogs anyways.
What is
Well, y'all can... I don't even know what to say to that, Yuri. You completely...
Have another nightmare?
You left me speechless,
I told
bruh.
you before, when you're tired, lay down on your back in bed and get some proper sleep. It's much better for you than napping on your front. Poor posture obstructs your breathing, which can lead to all sorts of weird dreams. Now, we're supposed to go shopping in Sumeru City today, remember? Cheer up.
It's a
I'll
P
take you,
word.
Chunks. I heard he's got some new toys in stock. Go wash your face, take some deep breaths, and when you're ready, we'll head out.
Okay. Thanks, Master Tainari. So it was just a dream.
And yet, dreams can sometimes be a warning of things that will soon...
Is that
come to
Nicole?
pass.
Who said that?
That
It is
dream
I,
was
your
unusually
fairy
real,
godmother.
didn't it? Here's my suggestion. Since you're heading into Sumeru City anyway, you may as well tell Lesser Lord Kusanali about everything that happened. And just to be on the safe side, I think you should also inform your two traveler friends who once helped save Sumeru. I'd write them a letter if I were you. Time is short. A storm is coming from beyond the bounds of fate.
Winter is coming.
What a strange situation. No wonder Kali was in such a rush to write us a letter. Imagine waking up one day to find that everything around you has changed. You might not even recognize Paimon anymore. Oh, that's a scary thought. Let's get to Sumeru and find out what the heck is going on.
I don't think I'd particularly care if I didn't recognize Paimon anymore. TBH.
Traveler, Paimon! Thank goodness. I'm so glad you made it. Of course. We won't let anything happen to you, Kale. So, what's going on in Sumeru City? Looks like lots of people are moving or something. Yeah, I was just gonna say. After I wrote my letter, Master and I went to Sumeru City and told the Dendro Archon everything that I experienced, from start to finish.
Right, the lowly goddess.
She was silent at first. It seemed like she was deep in thought. Then the next day, we got told that she was ordering everyone to leave Sumeru City immediately and move to Caravan Rebot. The entire population of the city has to move?
Not just Sumeru City. The evacuation also includes Lokapala Jungle, Avidia Forest, Ashavan Realm, and Ardravi Valley. Basically, everyone living in the rainforest must temporarily relocate to Caravan Rebot.
Holy smokes! It's crazy!
Yes, it's quite an operation. Even if people only bring the bare essentials, the scale is simply enormous.
Your wife, Nahida?
Almost all the Sumpter beasts in Sumeru for the task, including the
Dianime, which wife are you talking about?
The Dendro Archon said that what Kale
Firefly is a wife, that is true.
After our meeting,
she's still my favorite character in HSR.
situation and discuss countermeasures. They concluded that the event scene in the dream,
Even though I don't play anymore.
become a reality, and that an unknown danger is rapidly approaching. Oh, please keep that to yourself. We don't want to cause widespread panic. The official reason they've given is a large-scale renovation of the rainforest ecosystem. People are skeptical, but there haven't been any major incidents. So far, at least.
It's okay. Honestly speaking, I completely lost all interest in the game.
The sanctuary of Surasthana when you arrive. She also said she'd hold out until the very end.
Tainari? Kale? You got a minute? I need a hand here.
One moment.
Also, I have a lot of other gacha games that are coming up that I'm going to be playing, so I don't want to add ones that I lost interest in.
To be done, and they need all the help they can get. This will be the final group of evacuees from Sumeru City. While they're away from home, they'll be heavily reliant on outside help. Thank you for coming in our time of need. As you can see, another crisis is upon us.
Excuse me, sorry to trouble you, but could you help an old
15 fucking hours, that's rough. That's a lot of time spent. Like in one go, your eyes you didn't destroy your eyes with that?
Where's my mom? Where did she go?
Don't worry, it'll be okay.
Those items are worth a small fortune. Make sure you store them somewhere safe. You understand?
I bet you thought you'd get away with this in the chaos, huh? Guess again. No petty thief gets past me.
ADHD and autism sounds like an insane combination right there. A mass evacuation inevitably comes with all kinds of problems. Nahida wouldn't have resorted to this unless it was absolutely necessary. Could be. The strange events of Kolei's dream took place in Sumeru City. Whatever danger is afoot, it must start here. Which is why everyone has to
We
leave.
should go help the evacuees. See you around.
I'm so glad that you believed me and came all the way home. It means a lot. Please stay safe.
It is your problem, though, since it's about you.
I don't know exactly what's going on yet, but as long as we stick together, we'll find a way through this. Goodbye. Look after yourselves. Will do. See ya. Paimon's not sure how she found the words to comfort Kale because, honestly, she's kind of nervous herself. Let's head to the Sanctuary of Surasana and see Nahida.
I'm not sure how it's my problem.
Who goes there? No one authorized access.
Listen to Odinator.
By order of Mahamatra Sino.
Are you blind? It's the Traveler and Paimon. Surely you've seen them before.
Huh? Oh, so it is. I'm sorry, I haven't been sleeping well lately.
Who's this mustached idiot?
The Dendro Archon is in a very vulnerable state at the moment. Mahamatra Sino is concerned that our enemies might choose this moment to strike.
Who are their enemies?
Just seeing you two again already puts our minds at ease. Please, enter. I'm sure everyone's expecting you.
You can just barely see my cat. He's sleeping right now.
Traveler, Paimon, you made it.
Aha! Perfect timing. Reliable helpers like you are just what we need right now.
Oh, it's good to see everyone again. Kale gave us a rough idea of what's
No, I definitely think Fritia's gonna be the new free unit.
Exactly. And how come everyone has to move to Caravan Rebot?
At this stage, we can't be certain. We're investigating, but no definitive answers yet.
I take it that Kale told you about her strange dream?
I'm gonna assume she's not the only one.
Apparently, everyone in Sumeru City was acting super weird. Even you guys. It was like you'd all switched places.
That's right. Kale and Tainari reported the situation to the Dendro Archon. She believes that it wasn't merely a dream, and that whatever it was has something to do with Irminsul.
Oh, okay.
It's a reasonable inference. Only through Irminsul can people's memory and cognition be so significantly modified in such a short time.
We don't know why Kale would dream of these things, nor who was trying to warn her. The Dendro Archon decided to connect to Irminsul to investigate more thoroughly.
Irminsul is connected directly to the ley lines.
Who is this person?
Serves as a central hub where the ley
I don't fucking remember this guy.
And its core function is to record and store the world's knowledge and memories.
He looks like a nerd, though.
Awry, severely compromising the performance of this core function. Information is bottlenecking inside Irminsul, hampering the ley lines' flow. If this continues, new information will languish unrecorded, with existing records thrown into disarray.
In short, the souls of the dead will be stranded, while the living have their sense of reality warped. In the long run, Kale's dream could well become a reality. And that's just the beginning. There's no telling what other nightmares could end up coming true.
Irminsul, the ley lines.
I have come this far to use my death to open the gates of the ley lines to my people.
In Notland, the captain was storing stranded souls inside of his own heart. It was only after the rules of the Night Kingdom were amended that they were finally able to return to the ley lines. And that was just one nation. A problem with Irminsul itself could end up affecting all ley lines worldwide.
Faced with a growing backlog of information, the Dendro Archon decided to connect herself directly to Irminsul and take over the recording and processing function herself.
But it is an almost impossible task. Individual brains aren't equipped to deal with the sheer volume of knowledge and memories involved. All that information flooding in at once would instantly fry any human mind. And for a god, even for a god, the suffering must be unimaginable.
The Dendro Archon's power originates from Irminsul. Any issue with the tree itself takes a toll on her to begin with. On top of that, she's subjecting herself to the grueling task of processing all that data.
And who designed this dude?
And despite all of this, she is somehow finding the strength to investigate the Irminsul situation from within and send us her findings.
I finished analyzing the latest data. Looks like our working theory was wrong. There's no signs of Irminsul having been attacked from the outside.
So it's internal then? Some sort of disease, perhaps? No. I've spent half my life studying the ley lines. If Irminsul malfunctioned this easily, the world would have met its end long ago.
Sino? What is it?
Not long ago, I got a tip from the Corps of 30 that a large number of unidentified merchant caravans had recently been spotted entering Sumeru through Beta Harbor. At first, I suspected that they might have something to do with all this, so I sent some people to investigate. But if Irminsul wasn't attacked from the outside...
Don't you think there are more important things to worry about right now than guessing who's behind all this? It's been over 12 hours with no new intel. If even the Keeper of Irminsul is this badly affected, you can imagine how bad things are in there.
So we're gonna send the travel. Oops.
Dendro Archon.
I will say the animation for this is absolutely horrible.
Her breathing is weak, and her elemental energy levels are dangerously low.
Looks like it's time to move to the backup plan.
What's the backup plan?
Get out of the city and take the Dendro Archon with us. The entrance to Irminsul is directly beneath the sanctuary of Surasthana. That means this is ground zero if anything goes wrong.
The Dendro Archon has a very strong connection to Irminsul. But theoretically, this connection should grow weaker with distance. Under normal circumstances, she can unleash her full power here. But with Irminsul out of control, our first priority is to get her away from here.
Well, lowly Archon is in trouble.
There's no time to deliberate. Everyone in agreement?
I'll deal with it. I'll also let the Matra and the Corps of 30 know to start evacuating.
So we're piggybacking her?
No sense grieving when there's nothing more we can do.
Agreed. We'll be back as soon as this is over.
What's up, Cringicider? How you doing? So we just...
Civilians has been safely evacuated.
What happened to the Dendro Archon?
Sino and Hat Guy will protect the convoy. With the Dendro Archon in a coma,
Yep.
we've lost our means of investigating the situation. And with
Figured it was about time since I haven't done the latest update.
to evacuate Sumeru City. Feels as though we're being pushed along by an invisible hand.
Stop moaning, Cyrus. We're the teachers here. We should be showing a little more confidence, don't you think?
A wise judgment.
Let's move out to Caravan Rebot.
Ooh. Almost spilled my water.
Sir, all units are in position.
Good. Everything is going to plan. Interfering with Sumeru City is a necessary step, so do not hesitate. The Irminsul situation will not harm you. We need to speed things up here, too.
Braxidus? Or not Braxidus? I've got woo on the brain.
Have my word. Everything will be completed on schedule.
They say that fervent ambition attracts the favor of the gods, and with it, a vision. But we appear to be the exception. So, is our ambition not strong enough? Or does it threaten the very foundations of this world?
It's the Fatui. Fatui. That's who we were thinking of. Also, completely forgot. The real question, yeah, we're gonna go for her. Nope. Go again. Nope. The fuck is this girl? Well, I think Dianime would like this one.
How is the Dendro Archon? Her breathing is steady. I prepared some therapeutic incense for her, but it hasn't had much effect. Her vitals are still very weak. Based on the information you've provided, I have a working hypothesis. Her condition is partly due to Irminsul's influence, and partly due to a physiological imbalance caused by the rapid depletion of her power. Elemental energy usually flows through the body at a relatively constant rate. The body grows accustomed to this rhythm, so when it's thrown out of balance, physical symptoms will appear.
Is this similar to the ley lines? Overloading and withering both directly affect their vitality, potentially causing irreversible damage.
Correct. From a biological perspective, if you overexert yourself, you pay the price with your life. The Dendro Archon is not only drained of power, but her life force is at a critically low level.
Is there any way to restore her health? I know the ley lines have strong self-healing abilities. As long as any blockages or pollutions are dealt with, they can quickly regain their vitality. But what about people? Well, gods. What's their capacity for self-healing?
Before we think about that, there's a bigger predicament to resolve. Restoring the Dendro Archon's power requires us to heal Irminsul first. But that will be extremely difficult without the Dendro Archon's power.
Sounds like a catch-22. Tainari and Star are discussing the current situation at pace. I have to concentrate hard to keep up. Do I?
Tainari and Sino look so serious. I've not heard Master speak in this tone for a long time.
Tainari.
What tone? Wow, these are some weird-ass looking people here.
Sages?
So these are the sages. I don't think we've ever been introduced to these sages.
Haven't seen you in ages. Have you gotten taller? Or did your ears get longer?
Hopefully the former, Uncle Baladuri.
Sino.
Baladuri.
I thought he'd be with you.
He went out into the wild to investigate the situation. He said that the Irminsul anomaly will likely start to affect the real world soon.
He shouldn't be trotting around alone at his age. Which way did he go? I'll look for him later.
Would someone mind introducing us?
Ah yes, of course. Allow me to do the honors. I'm sure we're all familiar with the Traveler and Paimon. They're the heroes who helped foil Azar's conspiracy and save Sumeru. These gentlemen and I are the 6 current sages of the Academia. Balduri and I are part of the Old Guard, while the other 4 took office after Azar and his clique fell from power. We have Sage Alkindi of the Spontamod Darshan, Sage Farnas of Kashar.
That's the weirdest looking one right there.
Sage Shakir, and finally Harabatot Sage Rusht.
He just looks very average.
I've heard much about you. Delighted to finally meet you in person.
He's definitely responsible. He's the villain.
Imagined for someone with the power to stand up to fate itself. Thank you for lending your aid to Sumeru once more.
Once we're on the other side of this, could we get a photo together? My daughter has a friend named Isak.
He sounds so young for someone who looks like an old fart.
No true hero would deny a child their wish.
Back to business. So with the Dendro Archon currently in a coma, the people have taken temporary refuge at Caravan Rebot. But they cannot stay here forever. We need to come up with a plan as soon as possible. Fernas, any thoughts?
Well, firstly, having reviewed the data, I'm inclined to agree with your assessment. This doesn't look like an attack on Irminsul from the outside. Rather, it resembles a malfunctioning machine. Calculations going haywire and sparks flying. That being said,
He sounds vaguely familiar.
we need to understand precisely what has gone wrong. Furthermore, we somehow need to ascertain this without relying on the Dendro Archon's power.
We have no direct access to Irminsul. However, we might be able to gather the information we need from the ley lines. Study the branches to learn about the trunk, in other words. Wait, is that what Cyrus is up to? No wonder he ran off to research in the wild. Curse is always one step ahead of me, isn't he?
I heard that while in the sanctuary of Surasthana, the Dendro Archon had to serve as the central information hub herself. This is a clear sign the situation within Irminsul might be far worse than we can imagine. Irminsul is vital, not just to the safety of Sumeru, but to all of Teyvat. We must be the ones to bear responsibility for this world. To be on the safe side, I think we need to consider some backup plans.
Are you saying we should consider a scenario in which Irminsul is completely destroyed?
I'm merely pointing out that the possibility exists.
You have a valid point. But until worst comes to worst, I believe we should focus our efforts on resolving the Irminsul anomaly and helping it recover.
Kale, I understand that you were the first to foresee this crisis. If it's all right, I'd like to talk with you about it in more detail.
Of course. But even I don't know how I came to have that dream.
If there are no signs of external damage, could it be a stress fracture? Metals tend to suffer from this issue with long-term use. And Irminsul has existed for centuries, after all.
It's possible, but surely a stress fracture would be more likely to cause a complete shutdown rather than chaos.
Sages, General Mahamatra, sorry to interrupt, but something has come up.
What happened?
Some citizens didn't believe that Sumeru City was really in any danger.
Another voice I don't
The
recognize.
relocation, intending to return home.
How many people are we talking?
About a dozen. Sakura found them while on patrol, but they appeared to be suffering from psychosis. For whatever reason, they were trying to kill each other. By the time we arrived, there were only 2 survivors. One was unconscious from their injuries. The other tried to attack us, but was subdued.
Where did this happen?
Near Yasna Monument.
That's not far from Caravan Rebot.
Master.
I know. The Irminsul anomaly is beginning to have effects in the world. I didn't expect it to spread to Yasna Monument so soon. It almost feels like we're being chased relentlessly, with no time to catch our breath.
Sir Cyrus said the same thing. He sent me back to report in, while he continues investigating.
I'll go join him.
We'll come with you.
Age fool you, I can still fend for myself.
Very well. Meanwhile, the rest of us will continue discussing our next
That's some wild hair that dude has.
Get back soon.
Take care of yourselves. It's getting dangerous out there.
Hey. She is still my favorite character right now. For reasons. You can see why she's my favorite character. Anybody who knows me will know why she's my favorite.
Further. As you get closer to Sumeru City, there's no knowing what dangers you might encounter.
Oh, it's Cyrus.
Mentally disturbed man?
I'm going to gut you all.
You know, the one thing I've noticed about this game is that I feel like it's very lazy.
You didn't even bring a single guard? Do you think you're some sort of warrior?
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Come here and look at this.
Oh, it's...
A leyline blossom.
Flowers that bloom from openings in the ley lines, indicating some sort of anomaly.
I don't believe I've ever seen a color like this before.
Did you discover it nearby?
Not just here. Way over there, too. They're everywhere. There's even more in that direction.
You know what would be dope is if Lucilla took off her shoes.
Ascertain the situation further ahead. Didn't you just say that we can't go beyond this point?
Yes. This area is relatively safe so far. But if you continue forward, delusions will start afflicting your mind. However, some vision-bearing mercenaries were able to maintain their sanity a little better. They're the ones who brought back news from further afield.
Sino.
So having a vision can help defend against this.
I do, Professor.
The ways are nice.
Of course.
Good. After all these years, it's time to put that knowledge into practice. There must be anomalous information hidden within these blossoms. Alkindi, I'll need your help as well. Been a while since we worked on a project together, hasn't it?
Sure has. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's get to work.
Anything we can do to help?
We'll head a little further out. Oh, thank you, Miller Lite. I pulled twice so far and I did not get Nicole. So, might be fucked.
Too many unknowns at this stage.
Let's regroup at Caravan Rebot later. Don't worry if you don't show up. I'll come and find you.
Right? We didn't do good. Okay, we're going into this little misty area over here. Dark clouds gather in the sky, a sure sign that a storm is approaching. Slowly but surely, the strange weather is spreading. The rainforest creatures must have sensed that something is wrong because they're beginning to flee too. I don't have much time left. Tighnari said to help the Dendro Archon regain her power, we need to heal Irminsul. But healing Irminsul requires a Dendro Archon's power. Is there any way to solve this puzzle? Maybe. No, you were too slow. It's unfortunate.
All we need to do is light it with the fire seed, and it'll restore a pep with elemental power. The damage it suffered internally will also slowly begin to heal.
You know what's really funny is Nahida's voice actress is the same woman who does Nagatoro. If I use Apep's Heart of Oasis, I might be able to help Nahida replenish her lost Dendro power without any need to rely on Irminsul.
You thought of something?
Very possibly. Let's do this. So, we just walked right over, and now we're going right back. We didn't do a whole lot there.
Whew. Glad to see you've returned safe and sound.
Any longer and we would have gone out looking for you.
Well, this is a nice surprise. Paimon sure feels better with everyone we know here.
We've made some progress, so let's start by giving you and Paimon a quick update.
By dissecting the ley line's blossoms, we've been able to deduce that although Irminsul is experiencing an anomaly, it has not completely rejected access from the outside. The Dendro Archon has the power to connect to Irminsul, but there's also another way. I assume you recall the devices everyone was wearing when you first arrived in Sumeru?
Right, that headset.
Oh, wait. You mean...
The earpiece.
Akasha terminals?
That's right.
Of course! It's been so long, Paimon almost forgot all about the Akasha.
What's the lineup for Brown Dust 2?
Although the system isn't currently operational, the technological infrastructure is all still there. And it turns out that a certain someone gets so bored at work that he's actually read through every single one of the instruction manuals.
No prizes for guessing who that was.
If praising others is that embarrassing for you, you can simply spare yourself the ordeal.
As much as it pains me to say anything nice about him, there's no denying his intelligence. He rarely forgets anything he's read. The Akasha is exactly what Sumeru needs at this moment. Between us, we should have
5 new characters. So what are the new characters that Brown Dust 2 is introducing?
Doesn't the Akasha need a gnosis to function? That's exactly right. The Akasha relies on the gnosis as a power source, and in its absence, we'll need to find an alternative. To tackle this problem, it looks like we'll be relocating once again.
Namely, to the Temple of Silence. Ring any bells? It's the only major institution in Sumeru dedicated to
So who's the one?
You might find the answers you're looking for hiding there.
I agree. There's a good chance.
Master Nephis and the other sages have discussed it. As the chaos from Irminsul continues to spread, Caravan Rebot won't be a safe haven for much longer. We have to move into the desert next. The scholars and sages will head to the Temple of Silence, while the civilian population seeks refuge in Aru village.
The Eremites will keep everyone safe during the journey, and Candace will be there to receive us at the village.
This leaves us just one thing to worry about. That Dendro Archon.
She's very weak. We can't afford
Oh yeah, nope, I know Uzaki. The short stack. Slightly annoying. Massive honkers.
Really?
Wow.
So the new one looks similar, short stack. Small, big boobs.
What say our Amorta experts?
Theoretically, it's feasible. From what you're saying, although elemental life and elemental energy have their differences, the Dendro Archon has explicitly stated that she can imitate the power of the former. In which case, as long as Apep is willing, she should be able to convert her own power into a form that the Archon can use.
It wouldn't be difficult for her at all. The only problem is convincing her to have...
Ooh! Small girls with big boobs are pretty hot. You'll have to send pictures in the gamer chat on Discord.
Yeah! Even though she wasn't exactly friendly the last time we met, she didn't refuse to talk with us. When she realizes the danger that Nihida is in, surely she won't turn a blind eye to it. Well, hopefully not.
You know, it's been so long that I don't remember who this is.
Hey, it's better than having no options at all.
I agree. Without Irminsul's aid,
Thank you.
legendary Dendro Dragon Apep may well be
Right, Dendro Dragon.
help our Archon recover her power. There's no time to lose. I'll bring this proposal to Master right away. If he and the other sages agree, we'll split into 3 teams. The academics will go to the Temple of Silence to look for a solution to the Akasha problem. The Eremites will escort the civilians safely to Aru village, and the Traveler and Paimon will take the Dendro Archon to see a pep.
There's still a long road ahead, and no knowing if we'll make it. But at least we have a direction now. I'll take it over floundering around in confusion.
If there are no objections, then let's proceed. But before we adjourn, I would like to leave you
This
with
guy.
some parting words.
He really is out like a light.
There will always be an invisible force tying us together. May the bonds forged in the past shine bright like stars and open a new path before our feet.
Huh. Is that from King of Invocations?
No. This one's from King of Invocations, the sequel.
What's the difference?
The sequel's much cooler.
Couldn't agree more.
Well, it was very apropos. Once this is all over, I'll give everyone a copy of King of Invocations and the sequel to
Alright,
show
since
my
he's just sort of out like a light and we can't even see more than a lump, we're gonna put this back up here. Move this a little bit. Like literally, you can barely see him. You know what? Let me move this. There we go. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I will put that on once we have some time. Good luck, my man. I hope you get her. Where are the Grand Sages? Oh. I think you can see him a little bit better now.
I approve of your plan of action, but we
You
can't
can see his
proceed
ears right here.
way. The people need to rest. For many of them, this will be their first time in the desert, so we'll need to find additional personnel to help escort them. You two, please go on ahead with the Dendro Archon. Let's rendezvous at the Temple of Silence later.
No problem. We got this.
Mamoner.
Let me just say, I hope everything goes smoothly for all of us. Goodbye for now.
Sounds like something you'd someone from like a Babylonian myth.
Traveler, Paimon. Could I borrow you guys for a
Or
moment?
maybe the Keys of Solomon.
Kale, what's the matter? Well, the thing is, Master Tainari was
Poseidon, huh?
after you raise a problem, you should think about
Wait,
how to
like
resolve it.
the Poseidon or
Ever since I had that dream, I feel like I haven't been of any help at all. I tried my best to keep up with the conversation.
Ah,
but
water
there was
themed.
so much new information. I couldn't take it
So
all in.
so like Poseidon from Greek myth.
I just wanted to ask, do you have any tips for me there?
Paimon knows exactly how you feel. But fear not, everything you need to know is right here in Paimon's notes. Sumeru chapter. It's got tons of info about all the things we've seen and heard on our adventures. Some parts are a little simplified, but hopefully it all makes sense. You see? Being the greatest guide in Tibet isn't just a fancy title. It takes a lot of hard work. Paimon doesn't always understand the things you're talking about with other people. Whenever that happens, she notes down the confusing parts and goes over them in her own time.
This is perfect. Could I borrow it?
Sure. Matter of fact, you can keep it if you want. Paimon has another copy. The spare copy was originally meant for the Traveler. Paimon used to worry that one day he might not need a guide anymore, so She wanted to
I don't need a guide.
in case we ever parted ways. But it doesn't seem so necessary nowadays. We have so many more places to see together. One copy will be
60 pulls. That's a lot of pulls, but I'm glad you got her at least.
But still, these are your treasured memories. I think I'll make my own copy and then return the original to you. Anyway, that was all. I won't keep you any longer. Have a safe trip. See you again soon.
See ya! Alright, time to bring the Hida to see a Pep. Let's hope that old grouch is in a negotiating mood.
Yeah, you save up a lot. You can view the guiding notes on the quest overview screen. You can also view guiding notes directly during certain conversations. Okay. So...
Actually, never mind. In a Pep-sized Nervalet's probably one of those dragons who's grown too close to humankind. They might end up fighting for all we know.
So you get a lot of free pulls then. Alright, we are taking the lowly goddess to search for a Pep.
I had a feeling your kind might come calling.
Still an absurd amount of pulls to me.
Something has gone wrong with Irminsul, yes.
Nothing gets past you.
Distance away, I can sense that Sumeru is headed for destruction. You who took our home from us, prepare to watch as your own world is plunged into oblivion. Oh, how the cycle of history comes to a poetic conclusion.
What a bitter old hag.
This isn't a joke, Pep. The Hida's in grave danger. Can you please help her?
Is she now? Then do explain. For what reason should I lend Boer my assistance?
Oh. Right, I forgot they call them... They call the Archons based off of... demons from... Can't remember if it was the Book of Solomon? I think it was the Book of... The Book of Solomon. Lesser Keys of Solomon. So, the safety of Sumeru depends on it. She's not going to care about that. The very survival of the world could be at stake. Because you owe a debt of gratitude. There we go.
If you truly despise gods and humans so much, well, after the great humiliation of being helped by a god in the past, shouldn't you be jumping at this chance to balance the scales?
That's right. Yeah, okay, you know about the 72 tools. So let me really quickly pop in here. 72 pillars. I'm not going that, so like you go in here, the Ars Goetia. So like Paimon is one of the kings of hell. So Paimon, that flying little fucker, is king of hell. And then I think Boer. You do Boer. Okay, so you know all about this then. First beast class, first big villain singularity is Goetia. Yeah. So Boer's not a super big one. I do wonder a little bit about how they're trying to tie this in, because obviously a lot of the Archons in this game, they're based on not quite lesser, but creatures that are demons that are not quite as powerful. So Boer, oops, Morax is, the Geo Archon. And then we've got... Which one? What else did they have? Not Kimaris. I think... Which one was Belial? Genshin, Impact, Archons, 72 Pillars. It's been so long since I've even bothered looking this shit up. Yeah, so Barbatos. The Electro Archon is Baal or Beelzebub, Boer, Focalors, and then Murata and Saritsa. Oh, I know a lot about FGO, I just don't play it. So, I'm not sure, and I do wonder a little bit, it feels right now kind of like they're just sort of using the names willy-nilly, but I'm sure there's some sort of reason for this.
Now that is a compelling reason.
That's right.
When El Ahmar plotted against me and I was tortured by forbidden knowledge, it was Boer who saved me from agony. And though I regard with shame the pity of my enemies, to receive aid without repaying it would likewise tarnish a dragon's dignity.
That's right.
Oh, tiny Boer.
I wonder what she really looks like.
Just this once I shall deign to show you the true power of dragonkind.
Arrogant fucker. Hold on. I still think the animation for these little cutscenes are absolute ass. Is silence a mandatory part of an audience with the dragon?
It is done. The heart of Oasis is supplying her with life force as we speak. It shall not be long before she recovers. But I should warn you. Boer's existence is closely intertwined with Irminsul. Unless the issues...
An Arrow visual novel is how you learn about the Ars Goetia.
Thank you.
Spare me your words of gratitude.
You know what? That sounds a little familiar. I might have played that. The first time I actually learned about the 72 Pillars was... I think it was back when I was studying, various mythologies, actually. And then later on, there was High School DxD, which is all about devils and angels and whatnot. And they're really hard up about using a crap ton load of mythologies in that story. Something tells me you might not be getting one, man.
You may also spare me your feigned concern.
Just like last time, it's impossible to have a normal conversation with this dragon. She is an asshole.
A dragon's sovereign's power is far greater than you can imagine. While I was indeed weakened when the heart of Oasis ran dry, providing Tiny Boer with a morsel of my life force shall have little consequence for me.
Oh, good to hear.
But if it hasn't ended, then why haven't they released anything in 12 whole years? That seems like a long time to make people wait. The knowledge, memories, and emotions they once had are gone. They're brand new individuals now, and yet for some reason they seem drawn to Paimon and me.
Held in high favor, I see.
That's right. I'm loved.
The compliment was sincere. Simply accept it.
She's like a tsundere, isn't she? Come to think of it, I'm curious how Apep sensed the ley line anomaly from so far away and immediately guessed that something was wrong with Irminsul. Could she know something that we don't? Sure, I'll ask.
That tree was not planted by the heavenly principles. Irminsul existed before they ever arrived in Teyvat.
Okay, so Irminsul's been around since before the first Descenders. I mean, my assumption would be that if they are doing, if they're not creating sequels for that series, then it's because they're not making money out of it. Every company who builds anything ever is a business. And when something is popular and has a lot of demand, you supply the demand because you know it'll make you money. And if something is not popular, you don't supply the demand because you know it won't make you money. So I'm assuming that Ikusa Megami series is probably not making anything, or something happened and there is some kind of issue. So it was an entirely new thing. It could also be that they got a hair trigger up their ass and decided to try something else. I don't know.
What?
There was a time when it belonged to Teyvat, to Dragonkind.
What, that the studio got a hair trigger up their ass?
Its appearance and function then differed greatly from today. The ley lines flowed with an abundance of a familiar, primitive form of elemental energy. You may know it as the power of the Light Realm. The heavenly principles usurped and refashioned Irminsul, made it serve humanity, and used it to anchor the fate of the world. Yet in the end, humanity has failed to protect it.
Well, if I go to Sapporo, which is a goal at some point, I will I'll go into their studio and ask them, be like, hey, my man Yuri wants his Ikusa Megami. Where the fuck is it? You better deliver it now or I'll pop a cap in your ass. Pew pew pew. Yes, this is the latest story event.
God of gods. It makes me sick. The enmity between your kind and mine can never be bridged. As things stand today, holding a grudge against you would serve no purpose. But there will come a day when we reclaim this world for ourselves. The opportunity will arise no matter how long we must wait.
Aren't most of the dragons dead anyways? I think Apep and Nervalet are like the only ones that still exist. And then they'd be like, oh, Amerikajin ga oretachi no ikusa shirizu shiteru desu ka? What? I don't even know what that means, bruh. So Americans... Oretachi. I don't know what oretachi means, but I know that no is the possessive particle. Oretachi. What does that mean? What does that word mean?
I can already sense that far away from here, the Hydro Dragon has wrested his authority from the hands of the usurpers.
Oh boy. Do we tell her?
Though we have yet to meet, I know that we are both preparing for our revenge day and night.
So oretachi means knows about? Our. Oretachi is our. So then shiterun means knows about, to know. Gotcha. And that makes sense. Oretachi no ikusa shirizu. So our series, our Ikusa series knows Deska. I do have Eula, yes. It's probably best if we don't tell Apep that we're on such good terms with the Hyro Dragon. We are on good terms with the Hyro Dragon.
I hear a great disturbance out
According to the Mechanis Oracles, whatever.
Sandstorms come. The Jinn. I see.
I mean, Deska is a question. It turns the ending statement des into a question, right? Oh, I spent a shit ton load getting her.
Another calamity approaches. You both seem restless. Let us part ways here.
Nope, I at least know that much. So, des is basically like saying is in English. So, if you were to do like a direct literal translation, like you could say... let me think of something good to say. Neko ga kawaii da, or neko wa kawaii desu. You are saying the cat regarding it cute is. And that's like that's the literal, hyper literal direct translation. So if you added ka to that, you are changing it to a question. So you would say neko wa kawaii desu ka, which would be like the cat regarding it cute, isn't it?
Booer is safe with me. Once she has recovered, I shall return her to your side.
Well, I think that's, I do know about the question where you add no at the end. But I think when you do that, it's circumstantial. Like, you only use it for certain things, maybe? I don't remember exactly. Ah.
Thanks again. Take care, alright?
I told you already I have no need of your feigned concern.
Bitch, don't be such a bitch. We've done what we came here for. Time to check on what's going on out there.
Nahida? You're awake! Are you okay?
Cease your interrogation. Yes, she awoke for a brief moment, but she has now lost consciousness again.
Uto koto aru no? Have you shooted these before? Shooted. Shooted? Shot?
Take it. We shall talk more at another
Hey,
time.
you! Oh, look at you. So cute. Yeah, we don't say shooted, we shot. So shoot is the present tense form, shot is the past tense verb. So you would not say have you shooted, you would say have you shot. And if you are asking, if you're asking present tense, you'd be saying, are you shooting these? Yeah, past tense is shot. So there's shot, shoot, shooting. Shot is past tense. Shoot is... It's more like... It's not quite present tense. It's more of a future tense. Like, I'm going to shoot you. And then shooting is present tense. It's what you are doing at the time. You're shooting someone. or you're shooting a photo. The statue of the gods hang inverted from the heavens, but one alone is unique among them. Its location is square, 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 square. Remember, tell no one. Well, and I am an author. I do write for a living. I don't know what it means nor how to decipher it, but I will firmly commit it to memory. Yeah, like I don't know if you guys know, but I do write the books right here. Just saying. Just saying. I do write books. If they didn't, I would be very shocked. Is that you, Yuri? You trying to tell me something? Ba 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 ba.
Did you just dump us in the middle of nowhere?
We're in a fucking sandstorm.
No, Paimon remembers now. The Temple of
Boo 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 boo.
Let's go find the others.
There are a few people who've said that. In the Discord, at least.
There's no need for everyone to stay here. I'll protect the sages. The rest of you, return to Aru village.
Yes, Mahamatra Sino.
Sino, what's going on?
You're back. How's the Dendro Archon?
She is still with the pet, but it doesn't matter what I say at this point.
It's the Jinn. Countless Jinn have stirred up violent sandstorms across the desert, blocking our path to the Temple of Silence.
So we need to kick some Jinn ass?
Aru village to help. The Jinn are being highly aggressive, so both the village and the merchant caravans require protection.
Man, you have a great memory. I have a shitty memory. I wish I had a better memory.
In all my trips to the desert, I've never seen anything like this before.
As I see it, the only possible candidate is Gura.
Yep, added to the chronicles.
Baladuri
Gura,
could explain in more
who?
detail if he were here. All I know is a rumor I've heard about from previous trips to the desert. Supposedly, a great number of dormant Jinn lie sealed beneath that city.
Jinn from Gurabad, huh? Familiar figure comes to mind.
Gurabad is, for me, a fated land.
Oh, I remember her!
Back to this city, where my destiny awaits me still.
They are a very popular yaoi ship, yes.
I am sorry that I couldn't stay by your side for long, and that I could not have more time to get familiar with you.
Lilupar. Yeah, we once said goodbye to a friend there. Well, maybe not a friend exactly, but someone we met on the road anyway. She was a strange bottle. If we can find a way to wake her up, maybe she can help solve the situation in Gurabad.
Well, be careful. You may find there's more than just the Jinn to worry about.
There's a reason I don't focus on communities that often. Something I've noticed about fandom communities, especially when they get super big, and especially when the studios try to appeal to everybody, you get people who believe that their ship is canon. I once had this, there was a time when I had mentioned that I thought there was a lot of sexual tension between Jean and, what is his name? Fire guy. I don't remember his name. I don't even care about him, but like, I mentioned it randomly in someone's comment, and this D-Luke, that's the one, D-Luke, and this one bitch, she spammed my DM saying, "How dare you fucking say this? You're disgusting. There's nothing going on there. Blah, 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 blah." D-Luke loves Lumine. she's in love with the Traveler because X, Y, and Z. There was some insane tension between those two, and anyone who didn't see it, that's fine. Because it's a gacha game, and you're supposed to set your own headcanons, and that's sort of how they play it. But like going off on a random individual because he said something that you disagree with is so fucking stupid. Like, bro, I'm just enjoying the game the way I want to enjoy it. And you know, I honestly still ship Aether with like every female character. No, yeah, Hoyoverse does do a lot of baiting. I think it's interesting because they know what they're doing. Like, they know that the bait is gonna make people go absolutely apeshit. And unfortunately, that also means the community is gonna be very toxic because they don't just bait Yuri and Yaoi, they bait everything. Every kind of ship. The entire purpose of their baiting is so that anybody who wants the ship to be a ship, it can be a ship in their own minds.
You mean there are other dangers in Gurabad?
Well, I think that's why Wuwa and Snowbreak especially is such a gate-kept community because it's very... Hey, you! It's very obviously a hetero-harem ship. Like, Snowbreak... I mean, Cat's been in here the whole time. He's just chilling. He's sleeping. No, like, it's... Like, Snowbreak is really good at gatekeeping because you don't go into that unless you like harem. It is very obviously a harem. Wuthering Waves is a little harder because they have... It's got such broad appeal, but it is very hetero-coded. Well, so each... Like, with Hoyoverse, each game has its own, like, dedicated group. So, like, I think the people who did Genshin, Honkai Star Rail, and Zenless Zone Zero are all, like, a different branch. You know, it's sort of like how the Monster Hunter, how Capcom's Monster Hunter group, you know, they have the branch that does the console gaming, and then they have the branch that does the PC games. Or not the PC games, the Switch, and then, like the handhelds, I mean. It's not even the same category with Genshin. I mean, no, not really. So, like,
It's a sensible assumption to make.
There was...
The moment we arrived
Hang
at
on.
Caravan Rebot, the Irminsul anomaly started spreading in that direction. Now we've moved to the desert, and suddenly we're plagued by Jinn and sandstorms.
Yeah, so, the way it was the Hoyoverse CEO talked about it was Genshin is made specifically for younger audiences. Honkai Star Rail is more brain rot and memes. And then ZZZ is fetish fuel. Which makes a lot of sense to me. You know, Genshin Impact definitely has a more young adult feel. Honkai Star Rail is so fucking memed out, it's not even funny. Like, whoever developed that game literally has studied up on all the memes. And then, you know, Zenless Zone Zero's got, like, every character at some point shows off their feet.
To call it a coincidence would be a stretch.
Don't worry, we've gotten a lot stronger since our last stint in Sumeru.
I don't know, Wuwa is all about the rover glaze. Like, every story beat in that game somehow centers around Rover, even if it's something that didn't happen necessarily because of Rover, he becomes the central focus of the story. I don't know if the anime is ever going to get produced, dude. Like, that was announced over a decade ago now. And, Ufotable has not said a single fucking thing about it. I haven't seen the Anime Nikkei episode yet, but I plan to watch it soon. Probably today. I know what you said.
It appears the monsters native to the desert have been stirred by the Jinn's activity.
It's a trap. Yuri, you don't have a sarcastic bone in your body. Come on now.
You should get going. We'll take care of things here. You too.
Don't do anything too risky. You got it?
I'm all about that risk taken. Yeah, you're welcome. I'm glad I can provide you with some gems.
The Jinn are swarming out of Gurabad.
Hmm.
Looks like Alhita was right.
Uh-oh.
Let's get inside.
Holy fuck! Yeah, I need healing. That's the problem. I'm in such bad shape right now. There we go. Motherfucker!
Hey. They just keep coming. How many of these things are
Ooh.
there? We'll never take them all out. Let's just
Target spotted. All units at
Oh, well, fuck me sideways.
the Fatui. They must be using this place as a stronghold. Are they the ones behind us?
Oh, well, shit. What the fucking hell? I don't think we're actually meant to fight these. Are we? No, I guess we are.
Fighting Jin with one hand and Fatui with the other? This is pure chaos.
Wind, hear me.
Right, they've got the high ground. There.
Berlius, I swear by my sword. Inazuma shines eternal. There is no escape. Detached.
Oh, well, fuck. I think we just gotta run. Yeah, we're just gonna run. All my characters are dead. Woo!
Do you see that strange machine?
I do see that strange machine.
Suspicion that that's the thing wrecking Gurabad and setting all those dangerous Jin free.
The target has reached the core zone. Requesting backup. Repeat, requesting backup.
So we are the target?
Up en route. Stop him at all costs.
I need healing. You know what? Since these two characters are dead, I'm gonna remove them. Very sad. We're gonna add her.
amuse me.
And what do I want to go for? We're gonna do Maika. Get me some overload.
Come on out. Emerge. Right here. Nothing lasts forever. Emerge.
Try and stop me!
Show them.
There is no escape. Success! Nice one, Traveler. Let's keep going.
Plastic surge!
Shine down. Now you shall perish.
That's a big ass machine. And they're all over level 100.
Illusion shattered.
Barbados, guide us. Right now, right here. Emerge. A sight to behold.
Try and stop me!
Inazuma shines eternal. Remove all obstacles.
Ganyu is pretty badass. I used to use her almost religiously. I think even now she's still like an absolute unit if used properly.
Wind, hear me. Right here.
This hunted gent's gone kaput. Now we can finally.
It seems my subordinates failed to stop you in your tracks.
So which of the harbingers is this?
Apologies, sir. There is no need to apologize. You did well to hold your ground against such a powerful adversary for as long as you did. I must commend your courage and perseverance.
He's not Zhongli, that's for sure.
In charge here, huh? First the problems with Irminsul, now this mess in Gurabad? Are you the ones responsible for all this?
I had muted myself.
I'm afraid I cannot answer that.
I recognize the voice too. What was his name? I know he does Sebastian from Black Butler and Tomoe from Kami-sama Kiss.
I assume you aren't naive enough to expect answers from an enemy.
I do. Normally you guys love talking.
However you want to spin it, you're clearly involved in this somehow. So you can either start talking, or we'll have to make
Oh, shut your fucking mouth, Paimon.
Traveler, what's wrong?
Something seems unusual about him. Is he trying to provoke us? This feels like at least we're smart enough to recognize it's a trap. Judging by the tents and the plies, must be many more Fatui stationed here than the few we saw on our way in. So where are the rest?
Calm. Some would act more rashly upon finding the ringleader all alone. But you keep your cool. Even as your enemy, I must applaud you.
Did you show yourself just to say that?
Is this you trying to take back control of the conversation? Unfortunately, I really don't have anything to say to you. I am here merely to indulge my own curiosity. Your names are well known among the Fatui. Naturally, I wanted to observe you up close while I had the chance.
Hey! Don't treat us like we're some kind of exotic animals in a zoo!
Oh, I wouldn't dream of it. You seem rather predisposed to misunderstand me. I'm quite aware that you are both heroes of great renown. You have resolved crises in many nations and won countless allies along the way. I've been following your adventures with great admiration. My only regret is that the trajectory of your journey conflicts with our goals.
What do you mean, admiration? Sorry, but that sounds pretty weird coming from you.
I really wish she would stop talking.
I don't see why. We may happen to occupy opposing sides, but there is no cause for deep-seated enmity between us. To respect one's enemy is to respect oneself.
Well, now that you're observing us up close, what do you see?
I've observed as keenly as I can. Yet, while I endeavor to understand, your true strength remains a mystery to me. Violence is not my area of expertise either, so, you see, I would much rather converse with you like this than determine a victor with the edge of a blade. Besides, I've heard that even 3 moons in the sky fail to eclipse your brilliance. I know better than to bite off more than I can chew.
3 moons?
So you have a connection with the Harbinger, the Doctor.
Well deduced. Our commander, Dottore, died in Nod.
Ah, so he's not a Harbinger. He is someone who worked under Dottore. Who I actually fucking hated. That was my least favorite villain.
Look at me. I almost divulged more than I should have.
What are you after? Revenge for Dottore? Or are you plotting something else?
I've said quite enough, I believe. There's no point in continuing this conversation, except to say, I've noticed that you seem to know your way around here quite well. A repeated visitor to Gurabad, are we?
Ugh.
I'll take that as a yes. Then I'm sure you'll have heard the story of this place. The mother of the Jinn, Lilupar, and the tragic tale of her vengeance that spanned 3 generations. It was right here that Lilupar once helped the wise to ascend to the throne. But from that moment on, every king who sat upon it was corrupted by power. These degenerate rulers lost control over their nation, and with it, the right to occupy that exalted seat.
What are you trying to say?
I once admired you for your adventures. That is the earnest truth. But it appears to me that your journey serves ultimately to uphold the rules of this world.
Waifu -1? What do you mean by that? Right. You mean how Denia disappeared?
Are these rules truly just? Does the heavenly principles rule with wisdom or folly? And how can we be sure that the 7 who wield authority over the world will not be corrupted?
Okay, so that is what you meant. Just wanted to make sure I understood what you were saying. But we already know she's coming back.
Do you seriously think you're gonna convince us of anything?
Convince you? I'm sure my commander already tried that. Why would I waste my breath doing the same? If a few words from a stranger were enough to make someone completely change their stance, it would only prove that they never had a firm will to begin with.
Pretty much. She'll come back. And then it'll be plus 2 again.
I am merely stating my position, so that we might understand each other better. One's enemy in the present may not necessarily be an enemy for life. As for what game I'm playing here, I'm simply buying some time. But now I must bid you farewell.
Seriously, who the fuck is this guy?
It was a wise decision not to attack me immediately. Since you did not fall for my ambush, I will now have to ask those in hiding to reveal themselves.
Leave this to us, sir.
You know, she kind of hot. She got that Moe thigh gap going on right there. Or not the Moe thigh gap, the absolute territory. Too bad the date event didn't end in a kiss.
Very well. I trust you to do what is necessary. Stall him while I execute the next step of the plan. Sumeru City, Irminsul.
Hey, stop right there! Don't you dare leave without explaining yourself!
Paimon, you're so... One of the things I really fucking hate about Paimon is how she states so many obvious things, and then she states things that we know is not going to happen. Like, explain yourself. No, he's not going to fucking explain himself. Didn't he just say he wasn't going to do that? Shut your mouth. I know that's because this is meant for, like, younger audiences, but it's still fucking annoying. Nope, it's fine.
Did you hear that? He mentioned Sumeru's city in Irminsul! He definitely knows something! We can't let him get away! Get rid of these pesky soldiers, quick!
Rear guard to the front. Don't let them through. Illusion shattered. I swear by my sword. Now you shall perish.
Uba sword.
There is no escape.
Dear me. Right now, emerge.
Hold on. Just a little longer.
Nothing lasts forever. Right now, emerge.
Illusion shattered. Rev the engines. Incinerate.
Come on out.
We finally beat them! That mysterious guy can't have gotten far! Let's get to
I mean, he's right there. Okay, but we can't go that way. Yeah, no, it's, so you stopped with Shenhe. That means you never left, well, so Shenhe was introduced after Inazuma, I think, so you had to have at least done the Inazuma quest line, right?
Found him! Over here!
You're very persistent.
Hey, you! Stop running and explain yourself! What are you trying to...
Jesus fucking Christ, Paimon. Moron.
What's this?
Relax. A small trap like this won't be enough to hold you. The sandstorms from Gurabad will die down soon enough, but this small window of time was all we needed to launch the next phase of our plan. Don't be discouraged. I knew that someone would come here eventually, so
Because Paimon's annoying.
where to chat with you, which door to exit from, even which mechanism to wait by for you. I thought through every detail. You, meanwhile, know nothing of who I am. So far, you've only heard my voice, and for all you know, it may not even be real. But not to worry. This is only our first meeting. It shan't be our last.
I'm glad Abby doesn't talk as much as Paimon, and doesn't have a squeaky-ass voice.
Answer me one last question. Why do you continue to follow Dottore? He has conducted countless cruel experiments, even on his subordinates.
Follow isn't quite the right word. Let's just say even those you see as villains have their friends, even if they aren't the most sincere of friendships. When any set of rules is established, there will be those who benefit and those who lose out. People will do anything to justify what they have gained, or escape from the hardship imposed upon them.
Yeah, well, I mean, it is the director. At the same time, it's also the audience. You know, like I said, Genshin Impact is meant for younger audiences. So they have the very shonen way of doing things, which is over-explaining, stating the obvious, and having an annoying sidekick character.
Neither he nor I are tolerated by the rules of this world. We were both searching for a new order. Our ideas of the final form that should take may have differed, but our journeys took a shared path.
Yeah, and it's like I told Dai Anime, the only real reason I am still playing this game is because, one, this game helped me when I was very emotionally distraught and financially, almost financially ruined, and nostalgia. Because I've been playing this game for like 11 years. I'm invested in this story. Hey, come back! No. Did you really think they're gonna come back, Paimon? It was your fault, so I'm not gonna say it's not your fault. I know it doesn't affect the ultimate story, but whatever. Hey, you! Cat's awake. Oh, I guess we're switching, like, even for the commute. You know the scene where you rode... Yes, I remember the scene where you rode the lift down to Denia. What about it?
We can't let them get into Aru Village. Don't fret. I am well prepared for this situation.
I don't know who that is.
Have a solution?
But I do know the original voice actor was removed because they found out he was a pedophile. And I don't mean a lolicon. I mean he was, like, legitimately a pedophile. He had, like, child porn on his computer. The kid from the Wimpy Kid? No, I do not know who that is. I've never watched that.
Perhaps you're unaware that I have a trusty genie partner of my own, Plumpy. If I send her to negotiate with the others, this whole thing will be resolved before you can say Mora.
Plumpy?
Off you go, Plumpy.
The fuck is Plumpy? You don't think she got nobody. Oh. Wow, there is actually a Plumpy. What the fuck is that? I don't remember this thing.
5,000 Mora. 20,000 Mora. 100,000 Mora. Final offer.
Ah, so she's a hired partner.
Hired partners are reliable too. Plumpy here is a highly skilled negotiator. You'll see. Just a few words from her and...
No, I would not do that. I kind of want to see it, but I don't want to do it myself. I like Denia too much. I like all the Wuwa characters too much to be mean to them. Honestly, it's kind of annoying that you know, for as nice as Rover was to her, I feel like we could have done way more. Oh, hey you! You heading off? Daiki's awake. Look at this guy. Look at him. He briefly looked over. You can sort of see him looking over. You know, this reminds me of like Pokemon when Pikachu got his ass kicked.
This was supposed to be a negotiation. How dare you?
How cats? That's how cats be. It's how they roll.
Rough? Two can play at that game.
Surprised we didn't get a Dragon Ball Z meme right here.
Looks like it's up to us now. Be careful, Kale.
Yes, Master.
You know, this reminds me of when you first arrived in Avidia Forest. You were trying to help a child retrieve a lost toy when you stumbled upon Spino Crocodile territory by mistake.
Yeah, I remember. Our first time fighting side by side.
Oops.
Fighting side by side? I seem to recall swooping in to rescue you with a team of forest rangers.
Please stop.
I hear everything.
Shazam! Here's the goods! Hi!
One with the forest.
Try this on your side!
I'll uproot you!
There.
There's too many of them!
The fuck is Nilo doing over there?
I can't believe I used 12 rare items in one battle! Ugh. I shudder to think how this is going to affect this month's accounts. The sight of that glaring deficit might be more than my poor heart can take.
Oh. Yep, I know Vic Mignoga, along with the what happened to him. So he was accused of sexual assault, or at the very least sexual harassment, and then several voice actors, two in particular, Jamie Marchi and Monica Rial, took him to court, which he lost the case, and he's basically no longer allowed to be a voice actor. So I don't know what he's doing now. You know, I think at one point he was working on some sort of Star Trek fan project, but I don't know anything else.
Tainari, how's the situation on your end?
We held the line, though it was a close call. But it looks like they're preparing for another attack. Has something happened?
They've breached our defenses.
No one actually knows if he really did it. The
Villagers to the north as we speak.
The thing about being taken to court and losing a court case does not necessarily mean you are guilty or innocent. There are plenty of people who were innocent, and during court they were found guilty and sentenced, only to be found innocent later on. And there are also plenty of people who were guilty, but the court found them innocent. So it's not like a clear 1-1 thing. I don't know if he did or didn't do it. I have no idea. I know that one of the people who the picture of her and Vic Mignoga going around, that was the spark. I think the person that was in the picture came out and said, no, this isn't what happened. He didn't do anything to me. He was very kind, and nothing ever happened like that. But that's really the only thing I know. After a while, I just decided not to involve myself with that side of the fandom, the whole English voice acting thing. So I don't particularly focus on what's going on. So I only know what happened and the original thing. Yeah, there was a black man who he was accused of rape, and he was sentenced to like 20 years in prison. And then I think it was several years later that the woman who accused him made a post saying she lied. And someone found the post and it became a huge thing. There are a couple of similar cases where something like that happened.
This is getting precarious. Our margin for error just got a lot smaller.
So, unfortunately, it is the judicial system is never going to be perfect. There will be people. There's also, there was also a case where a dude actually did rape a woman behind a dumpster, and he got off almost scot-free. I think he had several months of jail time, and that was it because he was a star athlete and the judge didn't want to ruin his career over 15 minutes of pleasure? No. There's a lot of cases where then you wonder why the villain in anime exists. Yeah, no. It's a crazy, crazy world out there, and sometimes truth is stranger than fiction.
We need to consider our next move carefully.
Bad news! Another line of defense has been breached.
Kale, go with them and assess the situation. Dory and I will...
Master! Even with 3 of us, we barely managed to.
This is not a discussion, Kale. Don't worry about us. She clearly still has plenty of tricks left up her sleeve.
Yes, yes, we're gonna make her use up all of her Mora.
You can't pin all your hopes on me! Oh, great. I've almost run out of the things I brought with me, and the rest is back at the caravan. I should be able to hold out for a little longer, but still...
You know, she sounds really familiar. I know her voice actress, I just don't know... Can't remember what she was in.
Need any help?
Oh, there's Nicole.
What is it, Kale?
If things continue like this, it won't be long before Aru village is overrun by Jinn, and the sandstorms are sure to follow in their wake. I do have a plan, but I can't guarantee it will work.
I don't care, whoever you are. Please just help us.
The only one who can help is you. I am merely here to guide you along the correct path. I am a spirit created at the beginning. I am a flickering illusion. I am the shimmering light that flows from the eyes of the Creator.
What do you mean?
It doesn't matter. You don't need to understand it. Just repeat after me, one line at a time.
So is Kole gonna get like an upgrade?
Watch out! Jin incoming!
I am a spirit created at the beginning.
Here goes nothing. I am a spirit created at the beginning.
Nandeska?
I am a flickering illusion.
I am a flickering illusion.
What are the enemies doing while she's saying all of this?
What's wrong, Plumpy? I've never seen you so agitated before.
That's... But how do you...
Do you know what Kale is reciting?
Man, there's so much tension right here. Hey, Marini, what is going on? How you doing?
I am the shimmering light that flows from the eyes of the Creator.
You know, this is like that anime moment where time practically stands still. The enemy's just like standing there and letting letting the guy have his monologue. Doing all right. Doing the Genshin update.
It's a song composed by the goddess of flowers, but very few records of it remain, even in historical texts. All we have is a few fragments.
That's a song? Why didn't she sing it then?
Kale an avid historian?
So, I guess this update is just a story of Sumeru.
Not to my knowledge.
The Jinn have actually quieted down. Although... No, it's more than that. It looks like they're showing... submission.
Basically what he's saying is they're a sub and Kole is a dom.
Clearly the songs left by the goddess of flowers have a soothing effect on them. At the very least, they're much calmer now.
I like how we just like randomly have Nilu in the background over there. Like, what is she even doing?
Really? Let me try. I am a spirit created at the beginning.
Socrates? You know what? Now that you say it, he does look a lot like Socrates. I was originally thinking like Zeus, because he kind of has like that curly beard from the Zeus in Hercules, the Disney movie.
It seems like the song only works when Kale recites it. But why?
Kale.
No idea what's going on there. So back to me, because I'm the important one here. I'm the important one here. What are we doing here? Hiya. Really? The only way out is by brute force, but too much force in the entire ruins might collapse. Can we actually collapse the entire ruins?
When I heard that loud rumbling in the distance, I thought the shifting sands had bust open the gates to some...
Oh, I remember her!
Turns out it was just you guys.
Huh? Wait, that sounds like...
We do have a new outfit. We got this in Nodcry. I guess you're a little behind. So we went to Nodcry, which is close to Shneznaya. And, we found our ship, the ship that brought Aether and Lumine to Teyvat. And in the ship, this was like his old outfit.
It's been a long while. Did you miss me?
Man, I'd smash.
Let's save the catching up for later. First, I gotta get you guys out of there.
How did they get over here?
Should be the right mechanism. Ben, can you handle it?
Oh, wow. So you're way behind then. That means you didn't do Natlan either. You're not as far behind as Yuri, though. Yuri has only done up to the Shen-He story.
Come on, let's leave this place.
Smashable NPC. Yeah, there's been a lot of content, a lot of plots, twisty plots. Oh yeah, well, so my Raiden Shogun, let's see, she's probably my strongest right now. Because I've got her up to Constellation, yeah. I've got her up to Constellation 3. Well, now what? I think out of all of the 5 stars that I've got, Raiden Shogun has the most constellations. At least the ones that I use. Yuri has used 100 bits. By the way, you can collect another 10 free pulls for Wuwa today because it's the anniversary date now. So wait, I get 10 pulls?
The Fatui? They came to the desert again?
Yep. No idea what they're planning this time. They were being very coy about it.
How have you been, Jet?
Well, since we last met, I've started my own band of mercs. We've actually made quite a name for ourselves.
It's really funny because her mouth doesn't move at all.
Oh, yeah. On a slightly different note, I have some good news. I finally took care of Masaira. Not much to write home about. It was just another day. Found his hideout. Dragged him out of his cozy little bed. He tried to talk me into seeing his point of view, as usual. But I'm way past that by now. There was nothing he could say to save his life. What about you guys? Bet you'd forgotten all about me and Ben Ben, huh?
Of course not! We're super duper best friends!
What's very uncanny, Marini?
Wow. Sounds like I should make time to visit some other nations too. Anyway,
I did. I saw that. Thank you. I was busy reading your comment though. I still don't really know what I'm supposed to do with the bits.
Oh, right. Paimon almost forgot. We're here to look for Lilupar.
Oh yeah, her mouth not moving. Well,
that bottle?
that's what happens when you're an NPC not even worth giving a mouth to. I do appreciate the bits though. You're probably like the first person who's given me bits in a long while.
Here's hoping we actually managed to find her after all the trouble we've been through. Surely with everything's been going on in Gurabad, she must have woken up, right?
So we gotta find Lilopar. Where are we going? Down. Whoop. $230 yen? What? I think it's even less than that. I think the it used to be that 100 yen was equal to $1, but I think 100 yen is even less now. Something happened there.
What a long dream that was. It's been a while, my master.
So, yeah. 230 yen is $1.40.
Oh, and you're here too, little wildcat. The four of us back together again. Imagine that. In truth, it was at first. I was none too pleased when those miscreants barged in. But it did give me the chance to reunite with you, dear master, so I shall overlook their folly. After we last parted ways, I merged with the land beneath Gurabad to suppress the dark calamities stirring in the depths. It rekindled the flame of vengeance within the Jinn, depriving Gurabad of any hope of peace. I fought against it for a long, long time. Until one day, I sensed a change in a foreign land to the west.
You talking about Natlan?
The pitch-black abyss fell silent.
Gotta be Natlan, yep. Gurabad isn't far from there. Did the abyss presence beneath this city fall silent when we defeated Gosuthuthuthuf?
Once satisfied that dark
I have no idea how to pronounce that name.
I too fell into a deep slumber, from which I have only now awoken. Why have you returned to Gurabad, my master? And why is my sand-swept homeland in disarray once more?
We returned because your sand-swept homeland is in disarray once more.
Sumeru's in danger and a lot of our friends are affected. Some bad guys messed around with Irminsul and now they've released the Jinn in here.
Wuwa dailies or NTE dailies? Or all dailies?
We managed to chase off the culprits, but we have no idea how to seal this place back up and stop the sandstorms.
All of them. Man, that's crazy.
Quell the Jinn and scatter the storms.
You're playing a shit ton load of gacha games too. So the amount of what is it, like 10 different gacha games?
Thank you, Lilupar.
No need to thank me, my master. I have granted many wishes in my time, and this was the most trivial of them all.
Cutie? It's you, cutie. What you doing down there? Yeah, well, so, and I'm the same. I'm playing Genshin, Nikke, and Wuwa and Snowbreak right now. And that's all I've got for my dailies.
Shines bright again.
See what you can do with... Yeah, I will do that.
When I said that we'd meet again under a lovelier sun, this was exactly how I imagined it.
You know, I don't remember if she actually had a voice in the last update she was in. So I think the bits might be like, you can convert it into money? I don't know. I'll check.
Well, there shouldn't be any more gin breaking out, right? Are we okay to head back?
Let's all head to the
Sounds
Temple
good.
of Silence.
You can introduce us to your other friends.
Another adventure begins. Lovely.
Wonder if we're ever gonna see what this woman looks like. Like, is she really just a bottle?
We should be able to get to the Temple of Silence without any problems now.
Biker mommy time! Oh. I am an affiliate. I don't even think I made like $10 off this though. I'm small beans.
So, this is the Temple of Silence. I've heard the Nagarjanites mention it in passing, but I never imagined it would be this big. It's colossal.
Yeah, oh, well, so only Mawika has a bike. And people lost their shit when they saw Mawika with a motorcycle because it ruined their belief that they said it was too technologically advanced, which is weird because Fontaine has fucking robots.
I thought the temple moved to the rainforest ages ago. When did they scamper back into the desert?
I don't know. This plan sounds a little too risky for my liking.
Even in King Deshret's day, this was experimental technology. We have no idea what could happen if we activate it.
Well,
Yes, yes. What are we talking about here?
alternative for the Akasha terminal, I'm afraid this is our only option.
The plan is sound, and the risks are manageable. However, if we are to proceed, we must act quickly.
I feel like we arrived just in time.
Enormous. Even with Kave, Faruzan, and every other scholar of mechanics working on it full-time, the proposed modifications won't happen overnight.
Yes, yes. Bruh.
Everything all right? And who are they?
You know, she has that scar of hers on her stomach is kind of hot.
Friends of yours?
Pretty much everyone in the Temple of Silence is. This guy's Kave, and the one next to him is Alhaitham.
Hello, I'm Jet, and this is Lilupar.
Oh, a famous name from the history books.
Oh, of course Alhaitham would know
Nice
her.
to meet you. A friend of a friend is a friend of mine, as they say.
Who's they?
Huh? Do people not say that?
You got the... You know what? I might have to pop into Snowbreak real quick and get my Freesia.
Not in the desert. Friends you can trust, but friends of friends? Gotta keep an eye on them.
She is very interesting.
Still, I do trust the Traveler's judgment. I'm sure you're good people.
The sandstorms have calmed down. I take it the Gurubot problem is resolved? What did you find?
Talking about the Fatui.
And after getting all smarmy with us, he trapped us there. Luckily, Jet used the mechanism outside to free us, and then we got Lilupar to put a stop to the chaos.
Daiki, what you doing down there?
Wow. Thanks for being there to help them.
So, this mystery man openly admitted that he was merely a Harbinger subordinate.
Yeah? Is there something weird about that?
Now that he mentions it, it is a little strange.
I assume you aren't naive enough to expect answers from an enemy. Well deduced. Our commander, Dottore, died in Nordcry.
He was clearly unwilling to answer our questions when we first met, so why would he admit to being Dotori's subordinate later?
Wondering about his true identity? Or do you think there's a big conspiracy behind all this?
I wouldn't go as far as to call it a conspiracy. Just the simple fact that having someone to shift the blame on tends to prove useful should trouble come knocking later. The most important thing for now is to solve the immediate problem. Perhaps that man knew you wouldn't have the resources to investigate his background and so didn't put much effort into disguising himself.
So I recently found out that my cat likes having his butt spanked.
I'll let you guys talk while I take a walk with Lee Lupar.
Jet?
Oh, right. I forgot they knew each other.
Beasts? What a
Thank you.
coincidence. Didn't expect to run into you here.
Yeah. Here, you know what? Really quickly, let me do this. Let's do. Let me show you. So, what we do... Oh. Daiki, where you going? Meow. Meowing at me. Uh-oh. That was bad. That might be. Ready? Yeah. I have no idea why he likes this, but he likes it when you do this. Oh. Yeah, I think it has something to do with the bundle of nerves that are like right here on a cat. It's a very, I don't know if it's a sensitive place, but there's a bundle of nerves right there that cats really like. It feels really good for them. This is also why, like, when you do this sometimes, like, he'll raise his butt. Like, let's see if I can do it. Well, yeah, and it was actually a TikTok video I saw of, like, a cat doing this weird thing where it would, like, raise its ass and, its owner would just, like, spank it, and it just seemed to love it. Okay. Oh. Oh, he's gonna drink. You're gonna drink my water, aren't you? And we got his toys right there too, so that he can have some fun. Gotta keep him occupied somehow.
We're mercs. You can run into us anywhere. Who's this with you?
Raven loves it when you pet their heads too, or when you comb them. Ravens. Oh, you're talking about the bird. Okay, I'm like Raven. I'm like, who? See that for a moment when you said Raven, I thought you were talking about Raven from Stellar Blade. I'm like, what?
So, did you find the solution you were looking for in the Temple of Silence?
You bet we did. This place is incredible. It has everything. So far, we've discussed a plan and verified its feasibility. Building a new system from scratch is out of the question. So our only option is to modify the Akasha using certain resources we hope to find in the mausoleum of King Deshret.
According to certain sources in the Temple of Silence, there is a core device in King Deshret's mausoleum known as Aru. Little is known about this device in academic circles, which suggests it was hidden quite effectively.
I'd smash, even though she's evil and obviously a crazy-ass yandere.
If these sources
I'd smash too, so I get you.
contained within Aru may be sufficient to power our Akasha renovation plan. However, this raises difficult questions regarding technological integration.
We do like our yanderes here. We love our women unhinged. I dream of nothing more than being locked in some crazy lady's basement.
Yeah, but I'm sure they'll reach a compromise once they've argued it out. The people of the rainforest are always cautious when it comes to desert technology. But times of crisis like this leave us with little choice.
Wait, Paimon has a question. Is this the same Aru we've heard of before? It's sealed off, right? Some sort of prison where the Goat King, Ibis King, and Crocodile King are locked up.
Well remembered. Yes, that's exactly right. According to our records,
Oops.
Aru was the most brilliant creation King Deshret ever conceived of. Built by divine and mortal artisans working together. It was a miraculous accomplishment, and it lies hidden deep within the king's mausoleum to this day. That being said, what Aru actually does and why it was built, those are deep secrets we are not privy to. Until recently, I wouldn't have been optimistic that the place even exists. The only reason I'm inclined to believe it now is because we heard it from the Ibis King Thoth himself at his temple. The tale of how the 3 retainers of Al-Akhmar were imprisoned in Aru.
Paimon totally gets that. When Paimon first heard about it, she thought it sounded pretty unbelievable too. Do you guys still remember that?
Like Karumi, yes. We love Karumi. Actually, I do love Karumi. I really love her character development from like the first season to the ending seasons.
What obliterates love and hate? And what determines truth and falsehood? Those were the 3 questions, right?
Yeah. If only Nefer were here. She's dealt with the Ibis King before, so she might know more. Oh, Nefer is a friend we met in Notcry.
Careful.
Notcry. Funny. She showed up here earlier.
Wait, Nefer's fucking here?
Yeah. Had another lady with her too.
Oh, gotta be Lauma.
They knew you. They contacted the sages, claiming they might be able to offer some assistance.
Really? They came here to help out?
Yes, really. It was just before you got back.
Well, so she's a yandere who's not really a yandere, is I think the thing.
The person you were talking about, then...
Looks like betting on Aru was the right
Ooh.
choice.
See? They're right over there.
Oh, it's Nicole. Kinda thought it would be Lauma.
Why, hello. Where
You guys see my cat going going crazy in there?
It's a good thing we left early. We almost got locked out.
Locked out? What do you mean?
Oh, you haven't heard? An invisible barrier has appeared around Sumeru's borders, cutting off all travel in and out. No one can leave and no one can enter. Sumeru has become a lonely island.
Oh, shit.
Actually, no. This has nothing to do with them. I suspect it's a defense mechanism within Irminsul itself. Irminsul is the source of Tevat's ley lines after all, and Sumeru is the nation closest to it. I imagine this function was put in place to seal the entire region off in the event of serious damage, preventing the disaster from spreading to the rest of Tevat. It may have been implemented long ago.
But doesn't that mean that the people here won't be able to escape to other nations if the anomaly keeps spreading?
Currently, that does appear to be the case, which is precisely why I am here. This is a critical moment for the world, and Sumeru is the eye of the storm.
Paimon's surprised you managed to convince her to come back to Sumeru.
Ooh. Careful those claws.
Even for someone of my wisdom and eloquence, this tested my skills to the limit.
Yeah, he got me.
And why should it concern me that Sumeru's in trouble? Surely you don't think I still have feelings for that place?
Judging by your tone, I suppose you don't.
Sounds like you don't know much about my past. And here I thought you knew everything.
All I know is that the Ibis King is the source of your power. He was quite a prominent moon envoy once upon a time.
A moon envoy, really?
Too about him. As for your past, I have ways to learn the full story if I wish to. But everyone has secrets they'd rather keep to themselves. Wouldn't you say?
I'm glad you see it that way, Miss Nicole. I've chosen.
Why does her voice sound so weird?
Which is why I did my part in its hour of need. That doesn't mean world savings become a habit with me. I have no particular desire to play hero in Sumeru.
You know what? I do. Well, I think the best boobs are Lauma's. Nefer and Nicole have some decent side boob.
Found behind both salvation and destruction. Still, if time has taught me anything, it's that human emotions are often complex and in conflict. That's why people change their minds about things all the time. But that's where we angels come in. Our duty ultimately is to guide people towards their deepest, truest desires and help bring them to fruition. So I wish to hear about your past, because I do not believe you are motivated by hatred alone. And if we still arrive at different conclusions in the end, that's okay.
I refuse.
Wait.
Water?
But I set the atmosphere and everything. Isn't this supposed to be the moment when we finally open up to one another?
At least she knows her meta.
Maybe I'm not so good at reading the atmosphere. You're right, Nicole. There's more to me than just hatred. Had it consumed me, I'd be left stuck in the past forever, never living in the present. But I don't think that your guidance can change my mind. The all-consuming sands, the bloodshed, both deserved and undeserved. Those old emotions cling to me like a shadow.
Do you wish to shake them off?
No. I hope to remember them forever.
Mm.
These emotions and memories shaped me into the person I am today. They'll always be a part of me.
In that case, would you like to hear my perspective, at least?
Sure. It's not every day you get to hear an angel's opinion.
I think Nefer's also got better thighs than Nicole.
When the angels still walked freely upon the earth, I found life tedious. Monotonous work, lukewarm relationships. Things weren't nearly as interesting as they are now. And yet, since the angel's demise, I have found myself missing those days on more than one occasion. Human emotions are often attached to a person, a place, or an object. When those things are gone, the memories quickly fade, and the emotions slip away along with them. If Sumeru were destroyed, both rainforest and desert would be no more. With the object of your hatred wiped from existence, it would not take long for the memories buried deep in your heart to slowly fade. Both love and hate are intense emotions, but they are nothing compared to the void left behind when they disappear.
Most sophisticated, Miss Nicole. But anyone focused on the future could only ever applaud the destruction of the things they hate. Still, I'm a special case. Someone once told me that human memory is more selective than a Mora-hungry merchant choosing between customers. We all need a reality check once in a while, so we don't forget the truth. As much as I dislike Sumeru, this is no way for it to perish. All right, you win. I'll help you out a little, but I won't work for free.
How much will you need? You're not gonna milk this for all it's worth, are you?
He is.
What do you think?
I'll be upfront with you. I don't have much more on me. If that's what you need, I could borrow some from Alice. Or perhaps I could pay in sculptures.
Sculptures.
The ones I carve are actually worth quite a lot.
I didn't know she made sculptures.
Just cover my travel expenses.
Huh? Is that all?
That's all. Given all the people I owe favors to, I can just about justify a trip to Sumeru.
Whoop.
Yehoda!
Here, boss! What do you need?
I'm going back to Sumeru for a while. While I'm away, you'll be in charge of the curatorium.
Me? I'm in charge? Whoa! Don't worry, boss. You can count on me!
And that was how the ingenious Angel Nicole brought you the perfect person for the job in your hour of need. Hip hip hooray!
That was far more detailed than necessary. Not lacking in embellishment either.
She sounds so weird. Is there something wrong with her audio?
Desert. But life doesn't always go as planned.
I feel like there's an echo.
What's Candace up to? I don't think I've seen her yet.
She is still taking care of things in our village. Should be joining us before too long. Oh, and sorry. Hope we're not interrupting anything. We have some good news, though.
We're planning to go to the mausoleum of King Deshret to look for the legendary Aru, then use it to try and restore the Akasha system.
According to records in the Temple of Silence, the mausoleum houses something called Aru's Chute, which can be used to establish connection with Aru.
We still have some time before we leave, so there's no rush.
By the way, who are these two new faces?
Nice job. You get those done fast. Do you like multitask and do several games at the same time?
Did I hear you mention Aru?
Correct.
Well, I happen to have a connection with one of the 3 retainers imprisoned inside, the Ibis King. I'm here to get things done, so if you don't mind, I think I should come with you.
That sounds perfect.
Miss Nefer, are you from the desert by any chance?
Why do you ask?
I don't know. There's a familiar air about you. Plus, you mentioned Candace. Sorry, I don't mean...
I mean, I think a lot of the gacha games are also mobile, though, so you could theoretically do, like, 2 gacha games at the same time if you did one on PC and one on mobile.
And she's mentioned you all before. It's nice to finally put faces to the names. However, my associate here is probably less well acquainted with you. Why don't you all introduce yourselves?
Actually, I'm a little better acquainted than you might think.
Huh. Are my eyes playing tricks on me? It looked like you spoke without moving your mouth.
Ventriloquism. I have heard tell of it before.
What is it, Kale?
You know, to save time and be more efficient, you should do multiples at the same time. You should play one on PC, one on mobile, and do them at the exact same time so that you get them all done.
I have many titles, but let's go with the most pertinent one. I am Nicole Rain, an angel who has lived since ancient times.
An angel? Sounds like a big deal, but, what exactly is an angel?
Oh, well, we're a rather long-living race of beings. Not gods, technically.
So, play them on 2 PCs? So you have a regular PC and an Eroge PC. Is that what I'm hearing?
Well, ma'am, if both the Traveler and Paimon give you rave reviews, you must be pretty impressive.
Oh, please don't call me ma'am. I find it so awkward when people get too formal with me. Just relax and be yourselves. No need to be nervous.
Miss Nicole, if it's okay, could I ask you a few questions?
Yeah, I don't know either.
Yes, you may. I can see your heart is filled with confusion, and you are desperate for answers. I also know which questions you want to ask me. Why did you dream of Sumeru City in disarray?
Did you almost fall?
Why did those verses soothe the djinn only when recited by you? I can guide you to the truth, but it involves a personal secret of yours. I'd prefer to say
Oh, so there's something special about Kole. Yeah, Tin Can's usually here. So, and I do think that's the best way to do it. Like, if you're just doing your dailies, then doing them simultaneously is the best way to get it done.
I thought we were going to speak alone. This is a lot more people than I was expecting.
What's wrong with it? Even the doctors at Dar al-Shifa allow patients to be accompanied by family members.
Well, if Kale doesn't mind her secret being revealed, I have no problem with it.
You're one neat introvert friend. Well, I think being a neat and an introvert is like the same exact thing, so...
Whatever it is, there's no need for me to hide it from my closest friends.
Closest friends? It's
Even neats occasionally touch grass.
Alright. In that case, I'll get right to it. Kale, are you aware that there are god remains inside your body?
I am. When I was young, I got sick with Elazar. Nothing could cure it. The Fatui convinced my mom and dad that they could help, and I was sent to an unfamiliar place. There were a lot of other kids just like me there. This creepy guy injected us with some strange medicine, which I heard contained god remains. I can still remember the pain like it was yesterday. But thanks to the friends who've stuck by me all this time, I've gradually been able to overcome those memories. Anyway, so
Down he goes.
you're saying that what happened to me has something to do with the god remains they injected me with?
Yes. Those were the remains of Nabu Malikata, the goddess of flowers.
Oh. Wow, even Lilopar is shocked.
Fascinating. You don't seem surprised like the rest of us. Why?
The possibility crossed my mind when Kale recited the Goddess of Flowers song and calmed the djinn.
You made Paimon jump! What are you doing here, Lilupar?
I was merely passing through when I heard
He's
the
like-
the Goddess of Flowers.
He's like the dude you see polishing the glass at the behind the bar counter.
Are you certain?
Secretly knows absolutely everything there is about the customers.
It is a very small...
And he'll give you all the information you need for the right price.
Manifest its power. Even her closest acquaintances scientists would find it near impossible to detect. After the goddess passed away, her remains were scattered across the desert. King Deshret gathered all the pieces he could find and buried them in the eternal oasis. But some fragments remained unaccounted for. Eventually, the Fatui must have found a way to track some of them down. Presumably for use in some experiment. It's not an uncommon occurrence.
Dies alt.
You're more shaken than I thought. In one sense, you've been extraordinarily lucky. So many people who yearn for this kind of power never attain it, yet you have coexisted with her all this time without even realizing it.
I don't know what to say. I'm glad that I could help everyone with this power, really. But knowing that a fragment of the Goddess of Flowers is inside my body is... it's a strange feeling.
Well, people value their autonomy very highly. Even a well-intentioned intruder can shake one's sense of self.
I understand how you feel, Kale. But once you get used to it, you'll find it's nothing to be concerned about.
Huh. I guess
What he said was, I have the power.
2 good reasons, in fact. Incidentally, 3 is the maximum number of Hermanubis's Ba fragments that I could bear.
Let me guess. Because 2's company, but 3's a crowd?
Thanks for helping to explain the joke, Tainari.
Not my intention.
Goddess preserve me. I should take my leave. This boy in his wolf's head hat speaks much too differently from the Hermanubis I remember.
Kale, all I'm trying to say is,
Watch
no matter
this.
how many Hermanubis fragments there are within me, you wouldn't think of me as Hermanubis. In the same way, you are simply you.
Yeah, I know what you mean. So about that dream I had, was it a warning from the Goddess of Flowers?
Nah, I have no GF.
Just like me, she was an angel created by the primordial humans.
I was checking my notifications.
Guide living beings. Though her body and soul have perished, her essence retains its natural instincts. Even her smallest remaining fragments would do their utmost to send you that warning. The Mother of Dreams? Lord of Flowers and Oases? She must have had a premonition. That is why she gave that dream to
That's
me.
exactly it. Nah, actually nothing good came from my notifications. I was hoping to see that it had made some sales, but I didn't.
Why me?
Yes.
It was a smile of frustration.
You weren't the only one injected with God remains, but only in you have her fragments persisted. I suspect
Very
it
tough.
may be because of the firm will you showed in the face of suffering. She was likely assimilated by that will. Of course, this doesn't mean you have to shoulder any extra responsibility. As this young man said, you are who you are, and that will not change. All right, any further questions from the family members of the patient? If not, we should head to the mausoleum of King Deshret.
Let's move out. Time to put our plan into action.
We all hope it'll work. But will we really be able to open Aru? And even if all 7 pillars of King Deshret agree to let us proceed, the scale of the work to follow is
Alright,
daunting, to say
Yuri,
the
you
least.
have a good night.
Haven't you
Sleep
handled
well.
other big projects
Thanks
before?
for joining me.
I mean, the biggest project I've worked on to date is probably the Palace of Alcazarzaray, I guess? But this is orders of magnitude beyond that. It's a total nightmare.
Look on the bright side. At least this time you're actually here when Sumeru needs you most. You won't have to come asking me for details after the fact.
Mock me all you want. But now that I'm here, things will be resolved far more quickly and smoothly than last time.
Kave's self-doubt disappeared in an instant. Like magic.
Well, this confidence is most gladdening.
So much yaoi baiting.
Things. We'll head to the mausoleum as soon as you're ready.
Oh, it's the hag!
Oh, Miss Nicole. I heard you're a very talented sculptor. Is that true?
Oh, I don't know. I wouldn't want to blow my own trumpet.
Honestly, even though Kasharawar is best known for its focus on mechanics, plenty of Kasharawar scholars are quite serious about sculpting as a hobby. So if they rate your work, that's enough for us. We just have to take a look.
Who's we?
Myself and a few other scholars. Kashif, Daneshvar, come take a look.
Oh, well, if you insist,
I'm kind of curious. Oh, hey.
harm in showing you.
Alright, I want to see what this is. It's a squirrel.
Where did that come from?
Look at the level of detail. It's so lifelike. The squirrel descends from the heavens like a champion, and the earth trembles beneath its feet. What do you think? Striking, isn't it?
Come here.
Kaveh? Kaveh, come here for a sec. Oh, and Madame Farazan, didn't you used to study in our darshan? Come take a look.
All right, but hang on a moment. I have to finish reviewing this proposal first.
You called? What is it, youngster?
This squirrel statue. Isn't it cute?
Oh, a squirrel. I wouldn't say cute per se. The realism is what stands out to me. Were you trying to carve a statue of a hero, young lady?
Oh, a hero? I suppose so. Actually, I didn't really have a specific theme in mind. I just started working on it, and this is how it turned out.
I see. Well, do you tend to read novels about heroes in your spare time?
As a matter of fact, I do quite enjoy those. Everyone loves a good tale of daring do, right?
Daring
Perhaps
do.
the statue represents the heroic tale you long to see deep down inside. Also, on the subject of heroism, I feel that if the
Man, imagine having these two old hags talking to each other and they don't even realize they're both hags.
the overall image, I'm sure some would call it cliche or old-fashioned, but not me. I think it would be a perfect fit. It has a certain classical beauty about it. Kaveh!
Sorry, Madame Faruzan, I'm a little busy right now. Don't wait up for me.
What a pity. That young man has excellent aesthetic tastes. I was hoping to ask him for his opinion.
What a genius idea! Why didn't I think of that? Classical beauty is a great direction to explore. That's it. Once I get back, I'm going to sculpt a heroic squirrel pointing its finger towards the sky.
Precisely. A declaration of victory. You understand my vision. Then place the two statues face to face.
Yes! That's exactly what I was thinking.
It'll be a masterpiece. Miss... I'm sorry. I didn't catch your name.
Just call me Nicole. Madame Faruzan? Was it?
What? Oh, no. That wouldn't be right.
Why ever not? Madam is a state of mind cultivated from within. Anyone may call me Madam if they so desire. My dear Miss Nicole, once we make it through these trying times, should we have the pleasure of meeting again, I shall look forward to seeing your new work. In this day of age, it's rare to find people with an appreciation for classical aesthetics. Meeting you was truly a pleasant surprise.
Honestly, I feel the same way. It's been a long time since I met anyone interested in this style of statue. Clearly, they don't call you Madam for nothing. Also, I have to say, you're a very good judge of character. Because when I think about it, I really am someone who likes stories about heroes. That must be why I've quietly kept watch over generation after generation of them.
Sorry, keeping watch over heroes? What exactly do you do for a living?
Oh, never mind that.
Let's not tell Madame Faruzan about Miss Nicole's true identity for now.
Why can we not tell them?
Let's limit the conversation to aesthetics.
I don't quite understand. But okay. It's always weird. I sometimes feel like the secret's just being kept to keep the secret and not because there's actually a legit reason for it.
I hope everyone's ready. We'll be arriving at our destination very shortly.
Quest progress. So theoretically, I could stop right here.
We've not seen so many visitors ever, really. What is this place now, a tourist attraction? Ah, closer inspection reveals many familiar faces. To what do we dusty old fellows owe the honor? Surely you're not just here to chat.
Is that the bird statues talking?
Exactly. We are here to carry out a rather enormous project.
Ho, enormous, you say? How large, then? Larger than the gaping void in our lives? Why, you've even put a smile on Goatee and Crocco's faces. All this activity is making for quite a special day. I know that laugh. Lilipar? What on earth are you doing here?
Oh, this is hilarious. Turns out good things really do come to those who wait. As long as you stay alive long enough. When did you three get locked up in here? And still you act all high and mighty, putting on a show for the younglings. Truly hysterical.
Why, you... Yes, I know. No need to shout. You're right, Lilipar. Goatee, Crocco, and I all have the same problem. But didn't King Deshret seal you away? How did you break free, and how did you get in here?
Who knows? Perhaps you can ask my master one day, should you ever get the chance. Behold, the executioners of old. Some have turned into fragments residing in human bodies, and others are imprisoned eternally, leaving not a single shard behind. It's almost tragic, watching lowly prisoners like you act all self-important. Curiosity gnaws at you, doesn't it? Your interest in the outside world threatens to burst you at the seams.
Wow.
I'm starting to take a liking to this magic bottle lady.
Time is of the essence. Let's get down to business. We come to you, O three ancient lords, to request your assistance on behalf of the Academia. If we can help you regain your freedom, then please consider lending us your aid. As for precisely what we need your help with, it's a long story. So, to demonstrate our sincerity, we are prepared to first resolve the problems that plague the three of you.
All right, stop arguing, Crocco. And Goatee, don't you start. What's the harm in letting her speak? It's not worth getting so angry about. Forget about her. The three questions are the crucial thing here. But do you really have a way to answer them? You once answered the final question, Nefer, but the seal did not open. Unless, with the passage of time, you have found a new answer?
You could say so. When you first asked me what determines truth and falsehood, my answer was a liar's soul. Liars are the best at seeing through the falsehoods of the world. But if you want them to tell you the truth, you have to reach their soul.
I think that makes sense.
I found it quite compelling myself, and I told Nefer so. Unfortunately, it brought us no closer to liberation.
So we have to answer a question to set them free?
My answer, not the one King Deshret was looking for.
Can you guess which answer Al-Ahmar wanted then?
Time. And that's not only the answer to the final question, it's the answer to all three of them. All things wax and wane with the passage of time. Love and hate eventually fade into nothing. Current affairs are always fraught with conflict and controversy. Only time can distinguish between right and wrong. You once described King Deshret as a proud man. I'd say that the prouder someone is, the more inclined they are to believe that only time is qualified to be their judge.
Time. Well. Indeed. Perhaps in building Aru, our king was in fact attempting to reverse time, to bring love and hate, right and wrong, the rise and fall of all things back to their point of origin.
So I guess they're free now? Oh, huh. I guess their names are very on the nose.
In a long time. You have my sincere gratitude.
Are those 3 of the 7 pillars?
Turns out the statues were quite faithful to the source.
You 3 seem to be in good spirits.
Prison can help a person grow and learn to cherish what they have. Nevertheless, after everything you've done for me, I sincerely hope you never have to experience it for yourself. Hello, Nefer.
It's good to see you, Thoth, the Ibis King.
Nice. Definitely puts my mind at ease, seeing you two getting along so well.
Should we maybe introduce ourselves, or...
Sure. I'm Sethos, the current leader of the Temple of Silence. This is General Mahamatra Sino, and this is the former Spantamad sage, Cyrus. But I'm guessing none of that means a whole lot to you.
Everything is equally new to us, in truth. We've been gone from this mortal world for longer than you can imagine.
Let's hold off on the introductions for now. We can always ask Nefer about you later. It'll give me something to talk about with my chosen disciple.
You're like a helpless parent. Gods and people of yore are not necessarily welcome in today's world. Self-awareness is one of my...
Guess that's why he's called Goatee, because he's got a goatee. Ha! And he's a goat.
Is that so? Well, I think we'll take it in stride, just as we did with the 3 questions. Let's not forget, it was my persistence that won you both your freedom.
Fair point. I have to applaud your persistence.
And I must praise you for your wisdom. Now, state your wishes, young ones.
I'm sorry?
Why, your tremendous accomplishments deserve a reward, do they not? You must let us do something for you in return.
General Mahamatra, what do you think?
I won't beat around the bush. Sumeru is facing a crisis the likes of which have never been seen before. And we need your help.
Every calamity throughout the ages has been connected to us in one way or another, whether we were its cause or consequence.
Whatever is wrong with Irminsul, it severely affected the Dendro Archon. She fell into a coma and is currently receiving treatment from the Dendro Dragon.
The Dendro Dragon? I'm sorry, the Dendro Dragon is helping to heal the Dendro Archon?
Not a pep, surely. Not vicious, cruel a pep who possesses no virtues aside from her basic instincts. Ah, good heavens.
I shudder to think what could have caused Lesser Lord Kusanali to suffer such a plight. Still, why would the Dendro Dragon lend you her aid? She has always held nothing but contempt for the Archons. I suppose she and Kusanali must have some history.
You can help us make history too.
A smooth talker. Well said, lad.
Currently, no one can connect to Irminsul. We hope that by opening up Aru and making some modifications to it, we can use its technology to our advantage.
Unfortunately, Aru is an imperfect creation. King Deshret never managed to realize his full vision before his death. Much remains to be done if it is to be pitted against Irminsul itself. Besides, I hear your reasons, but to give Aru up over such would be...
The archaeological records clearly indicate that although Aru's construction took a long time, it was not beyond human means to achieve. Modern technology should solve the efficiency issues. We have no choice but to go all in on this.
This is by no means a threat. But the only reason we helped you escape from Aru was to gain the necessary leverage to negotiate with you. You asked us to state our wishes, and we have. Each one of us here needs your help, as do all the thousands of people living in Sumeru. They need you, and they need Aru.
What do we think, my fellow old fogies? Shall we lend our support or not?
That's a bit
Since you ask so nicely.
old fogies. That's too modern for this.
Naturally what? Are you for or against?
I simply mean we shall do what comes naturally. You claim that you wish to open Aru. Know you then that the golden slumber created by King Deshret is preserved within?
We do. We understand the risks involved.
In all likelihood, the mortal world will never again be able to replicate King Deshret's work. Never will there be another chance to come so close to creating a utopia. Knowing this, are you sure of your decision?
We are sure. Before people can dream, they must first live.
If your minds are made up, very well. We shall summon our erstwhile colleagues to discuss this further. Saint Shezepank, Saint Bennu. Once you surrendered to silence and were buried with King Deshret. But now, we invoke the right to awaken you with our voices.
So more of these people are coming?
Responding to your call. 3 kings detected. Initiating autonomous will.
Saint Shetzbank, responding to your call.
Spank. Ha. Spank.
Lord Herreshoff, what a long time it has been. I trust you are keeping well.
Then your trust.
I think I'm gonna end after this one. This is going on for a long ass time.
You have always opened with that same phrase. In life, death, and now even beyond.
Al-Akmar is long gone. What is the reason for this meeting?
You're awake? Good. We are voting on whether to give the people of present-day Sumeru access to Aru and permit them to perform technological renovations. You have the right to support or oppose the motion.
Aru is the pride of Al-Ahmar. Opening Aru requires the unanimous consent of the 7 pillars. I hope you have a convincing reason to present to us.
Sumeru is currently in the midst of a major calamity. Let us not forget that while Al-Ahmar was a stern ruler, he was also a teacher of wisdom. A god without his people shall cease to exist, and King Deshret's greatest wish was to provide protection for his people. Let us then honor our God King's wishes as we consider our decision.
I do not mean to mock these proceedings, but what is the point of a unanimous vote when we know that the last of the 7 pillars, the Dendro Dragon Apep, will never communicate with us?
I didn't realize she was a pillar.
Surprise your mechanical mind, and I have no intention of trying to persuade you it is true. But Apep is, in fact, healing the Dendro Archon as we speak.
Huh? Can someone attest to this? Do we have any proof?
I ask the 3 kings, can any of you vouch for the truth of this claim?
Naturally, the Ibis King, Thoth.
What?
It was Thoth's disciples who revealed the truth to us. We need not debate its veracity. Simply let Thoth bear accountability. That way the rest of us may have a clear conscience.
Hereshef, you diabolical fiend.
I awakened our former colleagues for you, supported your opinion, and backed your decision. What sort of fiend would do that?
He sounds kind of slimy, I'm gonna be honest.
When Hermanubis was still around. At times like this, he would offer to take accountability.
What are you trying to say? Is my word worth less to you than Hermanubis's?
Hypocrite though you are, Lord Thoth, you are humorous in equal measure. How could we bear not to associate with a character such as you? I, Saint Shezbel, approve the Goat King's proposal.
Nike, are you stuck?
We shall receive no
Oh, come here, kiddo. Hang on, hang on.
our remit. Nevertheless, I sincerely hope that those before
Daiki's stuck.
understand the significance.
Give me a sec, hang on.
Intend to do.
Let's first come closer.
The moment that
Hey.
Aru is liberated,
There you go.
the myriad souls residing within the golden slumber will return.
He got stuck on the fabric. Like, he tore apart the fabric of this cat tree and got stuck on it.
By Irminsul. To take this step is to bring the perfect afterlife created by our king to a permanent end.
We understand that well, and we have decided to proceed regardless. Furthermore, the contemporary human perspective would contend that confining souls in this way is no act of benevolence. The deceased have a right to rest in peace.
King Deshret's creation is clearly a place of rest and peace. It is just that many do not see it this way. But no matter. Saint Binu approves.
Hermanubis' representative.
I've noticed that I don't do a whole lot in this update. Most of these updates, it really is just me watching these people talk.
Have also granted permission to liberate Aru.
Good. That means we're done. Boop.
The grace of His Majesty, guided by His wisdom and will, let the gates of Aru be reopened.
So what now? Okay, cutscene. Do 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 do. So these are the people that served King Deshret.
What's this? Are we under attack? No.
No.
Wait, it's...
Souls, silhouettes approach us from within the light, even then pass through our bodies like wind through a veil.
Through the sands of time, I see you.
Who is this? This is a familiar face. Oh yeah. Damn.
Is it really you?
Yeah, it's been a long time since I did the update with this one, but I remember him.
Sand on you. You've grown, strong as a wild beast, and without shedding a tear.
You have to leave, don't you? Please, just answer me this. What should I do for you?
This meeting is a blessing from the gods. My soul, once imprisoned along with that of Samael, is finally free. I am truly grateful for the chance to see you again. That the dead should meet the living is itself a miracle. One brief, precious moment is enough. Enough to set my heart at ease. Do not weep for me, Jet. I know you will accomplish many great things in your life. You will go further and climb higher than I ever did. All I ask is that you take good care of yourself.
You know, I don't think he ever had a voice in the update that he was in. I don't think Jet did either. Father, no!
Hey, Jet. Do you want something to eat? Maybe it'll help you feel better.
I thought Paimon's first thought is food.
It was just a little sudden. The chance to see my father again meant the world to me. He was trapped in the golden slumber for our sake. And now, after all this time, he can finally rest in peace. I'm glad. It's a huge relief.
You've grown strong, Jet. More than enough to fend for yourself.
Yeah. I'll leave the past in my memory where it belongs. My family, the good times and the bad. Goodbye, Father.
Hey, don't mess with my carpet.
Ah, me, what a touching reunion that was. It seems we did a good deed today.
We three retainers, once imprisoned for our iniquity, are surely the least qualified to judge whether this deed is good or bad. Either way, Aru is open. Now you have your opportunity, and with it, whatever trouble may ensue. Although Aru was created by a god, human craftsmanship was nevertheless required to build the gate that connects it to this world. Perhaps the relationship between gods and humanity follows a similar principle.
As for your proposed renovations, we cannot determine which functions to keep or discard. Proceed as you see fit, but please entrust the task to your most accomplished scholars, or Bennu will be most displeased.
It matters not. The Ibis King shall be accountable if any problems arise. Ibis, you chose to take on disciples, and so it follows that you must accept the risks of associating with humans.
If I'd known you'd be like this, I would have locked all of you away in Aru, never to leave again for all eternity.
All of us? What does this have to do with me?
Vilify me no further. Scholars, since you have liberated Aru, allow me to present you with a gift. Using Aru's power, we shall install a defense mechanism at our king's mausoleum. You must be guarded even against Irminsul itself. This shall afford you some convenience. Unseen and unheard. From this moment forth, none may by sight or hearing perceive anything said or done within the mausoleum.
Amazing. And all this is achieved just with the power of Aru?
With technology from the heavens, the possibilities are endless. Just because King Deshret did not use it for this purpose does not mean that it cannot be done. So, marvel away. This is the reward you have earned.
All right. Well, that resolves the issue of confidentiality. What about the technical side?
I feel like I'm not doing a whole lot right here.
Why, yes. I've already contacted them. They'll be here soon.
Okay. Quest complete. Oh, thank God. So we completed the quest. I'm sure there's another part to progress, but we are done. Last saved within 1 minute. No, wait. Let's wait. You may have to. Last saved within 1 minute. No, we're done. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna head on out. Boop 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 boop. Oh, grab that real quick. We'll claim it. Might have enough for one more pull. We will do one more pull. Might as well. And we did not get anything good. We got this little lolly girl again. Alright. That was it for me today. Thank you guys for sticking with me. Tin Can, it's always good to have you here. Thank you for joining. I'm gonna feed this one. He's definitely hungry. So, and he's gone. So I'll see you guys later. Have a great rest of your day. And it's Friday, so have a good weekend as well. Take care, you guys.